and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Here we go. Woo, woo, woo. 12 o'clock on a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. The biggest show on the radio on a day which we will remember every year.
Every year.
Every year that the Lakers win and LeBron sucks in his retirement home in Golden State. Bye-bye, Bron. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, baby.
Oh, God.
Marcus Grant sitting in for Johnny I. By the way, a lot in the YouTube chat this morning.
Oh, yeah?
As the news broke. Is Johnny I crying in Italy right now?
I wonder. Yeah, John is a huge LeBron fan.
Star haven't driven down.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Wilbert sitting in for producer Brian Cohen. Let's do it. The biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland. Your Tuesday afternoon right now.
LeBron, as Morales might have mentioned there at some point,
It is a final.
It is a final. He will no longer be a Laker. And I've heard now, by the way, that it's not a lock that it's Golden State, that a lot of teams, because he's an unrestricted free agent, will actually have a conversation. I heard, I think it was Sham say, you'd be a fool not to pick up the phone and call him because he's going to play probably for the room exception or for the mid-level exception, whatever that happens to be, that $15 million. And San Antonio could do that. Minnesota could do that. Denver could do that. Cleveland might. They're a second apron team, so they might not. But those are places that you can keep your eye on.
You think those teams want to infect their teams with LeBron?
Look, if you put LeBron on San Antonio, I think they win it all.
Yeah.
I mean, they were right there this year.
Exactly. They were right there. I think LeBron puts them over the top.
Oh, come on.
LeBron would put them over the top.
I think LeBron puts them over the top, one, just because of what he does on the court. But I think the biggest thing for San Antonio was their mental implosion in a lot of those games.
Lack of experience.
Right. And I think he's the one who, like, when things are going sideways, he says, let's settle down. Let's run the offense. Wimby, I don't need you shooting a 30-footer right now.
Yep.
I think that's the difference in that series.
Listen, nothing says mentally strong like a diva who decides, oh, Austin Reeves and Luka are getting the attention. I'm going to leave. Nobody says mentally strong like that.
Yeah,
Marcus.
I think you're.
Yeah, but guess what? We're not the home of LeBron anymore. Now we can take the gloves off.
Oh, wait a minute.
You've been waiting for this day for a while.
Greg Berman walked in here
holding your fire this whole time.
When we went
8 years, you didn't say what you actually thought.
When Greg Berman came in here at 10:30 a.m.
Yep.
And started airing it out that LeBron doesn't come on the station other than media day. He won't do it. He only did liners with Morales once. Greg opened up all the dirty laundry.
Wow.
All right.
That's rough.
Chris,
Yes.
you do have a cutout right there next to Travis Rogers. What should we do with this cutout?
Well, don't just.
Well, no, but he's attached to Travis.
Let's do it in a ceremonial way.
What about let's tune in at 1:45?
I think we have to hold on that because he's in a Lakers jersey. I think me taking a bat to it may annoy the Lakers, just for the record.
Maybe take the crown off of him then.
Oh yeah.
All right,
I mean,
take the crown off.
He did spurn the Lakers.
Oh, I hit myself in the head.
Chris is showing an enthusiasm normally reserved for Dave Roberts.
Exactly.
Like, what is this?
The surprising thing is apparently Chris has never said
ever
anything about LeBron until today, and finally.
I don't think I've ever been that vocal about LeBron. Have I?
Well, you work with Shadano, so I know it's
yeah. You got to be careful.
Eggshells.
Yeah.
Eggshells.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, good riddance.
Well,
in the sense of this, it's time to start anew. We're very thankful for what he did, but do we have to sit here and go, "Oh my God, it's all over now"? What are we going to do?
Can you put together a roster that will go 14-2 next March?
Maybe.
Yeah, they had. Wait a minute. The only piece you don't have now
is LeBron James.
Oh, and Marcus Smart, but still.
Yeah, and Marcus Smart.
But now you can go out there and find and get some more. Do you think LeBron James was the whole reason they went 14-2 last March?
A huge reason because
that's okay.
He played the third wheel, he played the complementary role, and they played really well together.
So now you're going to play the Ireland part today?
What?
You've got the great Marcus Grant here,
listen,
and you're going to play the role of John Ireland?
I'm not going to be
crying in your soup all day?
I'm not going to be all, look, the legacy is mixed. The legacy is, at best, mixed. Some people really despise what LeBron has
Listen, I know you love Greg Bergman very much.
Yeah.
Earlier, also when he was going on his rant, and by the way, you can watch Greg and Marcus each weekday at 6:30 a.m., the Blue Review, presented by LAX. Part of Greg's rant was, for people that called it a Mickey Mouse bubble championship in 2020.
Yep.
Many people, including myself, said that about Dave Roberts and the Dodgers. What did the Dodgers and Dave Roberts do? They backed it up. They won again.
Yeah.
Guess what LeBron didn't do? Never won again.
Well, let's face it. I mean, there's a different team that wins the NBA title every year. What are we, 8 or 9 years in a row? It's been a different team.
Just saying. Couldn't even sniff it.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I know a lot of people are happy today. A lot of Laker fans are happy because they've wanted LeBron gone for a long time. I think everybody owes him a big thank you because he did win a championship here. I don't know if anybody remembers what happened, what was going on before LeBron got here, but the Lakers absolutely sucked. Went 6 years under 500. LeBron got here, turned it around, ultimately won a championship. And you can say, he's never going to get a statue. I was getting tweets today. Oh, cancel the statue. He's never getting a statue.
Marcus, you think he gets a statue?
I mean, like, I don't think he, how do I say it? Like, I don't know that he's, I don't say deserving of a statue, but I never thought but I kept hearing that he was going to get one. No, I didn't think he would get one, but people kept telling me he would.
As long as you're alive, there will not be a LeBron James statue across the street. Now, they will retire his jersey because they always retire jerseys for players that played here that went to the Hall of Fame. So his jersey will be retired.
Both numbers or just one number?
That's a good question. He played here.
What number did he play the most in?
23.
Then that's probably the one.
But didn't he play 6 here? Did he start 23 and then go 6?
Yeah, 23, 6, then back to 23.
Yeah, maybe you got to put them both.
I will say
that's an insult to Eddie Jones. Sorry, Glenn.
It's not just one banner that he put up there. He also put up the NBA Cup banner.
The IST.
NBA Cup MVP
Good job,
as well, guys. Come on. The very first inaugural NBA Cup.
It was the first one.
Yeah.
You never forget your first.
People gather around that banner all the time just to salute how well the Lakers played in the mid-season.
I will say this. The Knicks may have validated the NBA Cup because they hold the double right now.
That is true.
They won the NBA Cup and the NBA Finals.
That's like winning icebreakers and Game of Games on the same day. That's the bonus.
Yes, it is.
I do feel like, though, this is – I think we've all been in this situation where you've been dating somebody or with somebody, and there's not really a reason that you want to break up, but you know they're not the one. Like, you always are trying to find things, and you basically want them to break up with you or you to break up with them.
Yes.
It feels like that is what happened here with the Lakers and LeBron, is that there's not necessarily one big thing that caused the reason that they're not the one. It's just a accumulation of a bunch of little things. And you're probably better off, maybe not today, like this team today, I don't think is better off.
Right.
But I think down the line, they'll be able to now start building around Luka and having him take charge of this team.
Everybody keeps saying I understand build around Luka, and I understand, we're on the Luka timeline now, but it's going to be really tough to replace that production. I do agree with you on this, Em. We've all been in that relationship. I'm terrible at this. I have been awful at this, where you want to break up, but you don't have the heart to break up, so you kind of cold shoulder it for a couple of weeks until finally they break up.
No.
That feels like what has happened here. You've done that, haven't you?
No, I just
You just dump them.
No, I mean, I've been dumped. They've been dumped. I've dumped them.
I mean, LeBron basically goes to the Lakers after this.
I mean, it's kind of what
just
happened.
pull the Band-Aid.
Yeah, he goes to this.
But here's the thing. Why is everybody jumping to say LeBron broke up with us? Why can't it be we broke up with LeBron?
Well, because he's the one that told us to move on.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure?
I mean, that's been reported.
By the way,
I'm not part of those conversations.
Dave McMenamin talked about earlier this morning how the calls, phone works both ways. And Rich Paul said, I'm not getting any calls. Weren't the Lakers kind of making it obvious with their actions?
We'll ask Ramona about that.
Yeah.
Because that is interesting. I wonder if the Lakers, I think they had to.
I mean, everybody knew the timeline. Right? It's not like this was a surprise that they needed to take care of this.
We all know about the big old binder because Ramona highlighted that yesterday, where they had that dinner at Craig's, where they had the food, the chicken parm or whatever, but there was a binder.
Chicken parm is great.
And she mentioned LeBron wasn't part of that binder.
Yeah,
he was not part of the future going back to last year, and I think that's it's the Lakers breaking up with him while not wanting to be. Because they're such a star-driven town, you know, from Dr. Bus and everything, that you're going to serve the stars in the best way that you can. And I think if they were the ones to go muckraking through the media, I think then they wouldn't have as sterling of a reputation in taking care of their stars. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does. I do have a prediction. In 48 hours, people will be complaining about Rob Pelinka.
I think they're complaining 48 seconds after this.
They're going to wait 48 hours?
Again, here's the thing. We're going to know stuff in the next 48 hours, and we're going to know nothing that excites Laker fans. I mean, are you excited about Sandro Mamabashvili?
Can you tell me who that person is?
He's a center from Toronto.
He's currently a Toronto Raptor.
And he had a really strong year. He declined his player option, so he's out there. And I know the Lakers are talking to him. So if you're a big Mamu guy, hey, here he comes.
I mean, I'll just put it out there right now. I don't think anything that happens this offseason is going to excite Laker fans.
I agree.
It's not. But this is one where it's about looking down the road. It's not about what's going to happen in 26, 27. It is looking toward 27, 28, 28, 29.
Yep.
That's when I think you can start. Because, the best free agents out there this year, one was Austin Reeves, who you have brought back. The other is LeBron James, who's leaving. So there's nothing that's going to happen in the next couple of months that's going to excite you. So if that's what you're looking for as a Laker fan, I'm just going to break your heart right now because you're going to be disappointed.
I have some breaking news from Magic Johnson. Which
I
know
is this the Magic Johnson thank you tweet?
Yeah, this is a Magic Johnson thank you tweet about an hour ago. I want to thank LeBron James and his super agent Rich Paul for taking a meeting with me back in 2018 when I was president of the Lakers and deciding to sign with us. He created a whole new era for the Lakers, including leading us to an NBA championship in 2020 and all the milestones he surpassed in a Lakers jersey. I'll always love and be grateful for him and wish him all the best in the next phase of life, on and off the court. Honestly, a lot more exclamation points than I typically expect from Magic Johnson.
Here's the thing. Magic Johnson was the guy that went to LeBron's house.
And in case you didn't know that, Magic reminded you with that tweet.
He did. He was a huge part of getting LeBron here in the first place. And that is a lot of exclamation points for Magic.
Yes. He is very flowery. No emojis, though. I know LeBron is king of the emojis.
Yeah.
No.
All right, so here's my question. There are 4 free agents. There are 3 more free agents, Laker free agents, and I want to know which of these guys is most important to keep. Rui, Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard. We'll do that coming up next. Mason in Ireland. It's Live Imaging Tuesday. Morales is here, and Marcus Grant is filling in, 710 ESPN.
John Ireland here. You want a vodka that's championship caliber? Look for Blue Ice Vodka at Ralph's, America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce. Classic, Huckleberry, or double espresso. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Quarter after 12 o'clock.
Not used to that language.
Well, that's more of a morning show thing.
That is not even a morning show thing.
No, off the air, yeah.
Oh,
a lot of it.
Okay,
Yeah. Bergie was just in here ramping you up. How many times you talked to LeBron? How many times did he come on with Johnny I right after a game, a walk-off interview?
I think I talked to LeBron 5 times.
Twice
on
this station.
I think, 5 of 8 years, I think we did Media Day. And we definitely got him on Media Day. And I will say, the one thing he did was he said hi to my mom.
That's nice.
Well, there you go.
He said hi to Donna.
That's very nice.
And he said, you should be very proud of your son, which I thought was very cool.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite LeBron moments. Em, do you have a favorite LeBron moment?
I think my favorite LeBron moment is when he was in street clothes and it was International Women's Day and he leaned over to Jeannie Buss and said, "Happy International Women's Day." You can clearly see it. And that is just an amazing meme that we have forever.
Yeah.
Let me do the billboard real quick.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Live UNG Tuesday made possible by Providence. Stay ahead of your health. Annual checkups help track key numbers like blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar so you can catch issues early before symptoms appear. Providence.org. Get yourself checked out, Jack.
Okay. Marcus, do you have a favorite LeBron moment?
I don't know if I have anything that is quite as meaningful as you guys do. I mean, I do think winning the NBA Cup is a big deal. I know everybody likes to laugh at it, but it was the first time in a while that you got a collection of NBA players to actually care about something before January.
Right.
That was kind of fun. And he actually took it really seriously. That was fun.
LeBron's golfing era he's gotten into, or Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Because it was people acted like he created Taco Tuesday.
He invented
it wasn't
it. No,
something
LeBron
I
invented
hadn't
it.
heard for
LeBron
years and
invented Taco
years.
Tuesday.
Somehow he did it on social media, and he just owned it all of a sudden.
Yeah. Well,
it was wild.
Yeah. Do I have it here? Oh, give me the board there, Wilbur.
A lot of build up. Sorry. Build up.
Sorry. One more time.
Taco Tuesday.
The inventor of Taco Tuesday is gone.
If we think about it, he brought tacos to Los Angeles, right?
Obviously.
We had no tacos till LeBron.
We were lost in a wilderness of taco-lessness.
The best tacos are in Cleveland, right? As Lindsay always
said.
Oh, yeah.
Go to Cleveland for your tacos.
Ooh, a missile. Oh, that's coming back tomorrow morning in the open. Let's get things fired up. I like it. By the way, what's Lindsay going to do? She's never been at this station with LeBron not on the Lakers.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, she may go with
She was
Happy.
in full meltdown mode this morning.
Oh, what she was? She was upset
because once we flipped the script and stopped. And by the way, Tim in the social media room, it said "Thank you, LeBron." And once Bergie went off, we flipped the lower third because he realized, we have flipped. We finished the 30 minutes of "Thanks, LeBron." It was great to just let's burn this thing up, and then she was really upset.
I bet.
Well, what happened if he goes back to Cleveland, though? Will she be okay?
Oh, yeah.
She'll be
if
okay.
He goes back to Cleveland.
Right. I don't know. I don't think she's going to go back to ESPN Cleveland, but our radio station there. But
yeah. So,
do you really think he's going to Cleveland?
No.
I think it's possible. I think it's possible.
I was just trying to look out for her feelings. That's all.
Here's a random thing that could happen. LeBron, he has NCAA eligibility.
Oh, sure.
When he goes and plays with Bryce in Arizona.
He could play golf.
He could play golf. He could play basketball in Arizona with Bryce. There's a million opportunities.
There you go.
I don't know.
Play with Bryce.
I don't know that the NIL money is good enough for him though to go back and play.
I don't know about that. Maybe he goes. Maybe he plays for the minimum for them.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There it is.
So, but I think there are a number of possibilities for him. Golden State's the obvious one, and I don't think that Draymond Green would have opted out of his option, which I think was 26.5. Unless he knew that LeBron was coming. Why would he walk away from that money? Because he's going to wind up signing for less.
Right.
unless he knew LeBron was coming.
I think he has a strong inclination, right? I mean, obviously they talk, they're friends. There's some communication there. I think the Kristaps Porzingis signing throws a little bit of a wrinkle in there. Not that the Warriors can't do it, but I think now they've got to move around a few more pieces to get him into that mid-level exemption if they can. But I definitely think this is something. This is like I compared it to a few years ago when they had what they called the Hamptons Five. Those guys who went out to New York to recruit Kevin Durant. This is, I don't know if they want to call it like, the Cabo crew or wherever they go down and try and like recruit LeBron. I think Draymond is the head of that group.
Yeah. All right, so
I'm sorry. I was going to say, what are other? I think personally, I would like to see him with somewhere like the Spurs. I think that would be really interesting. Like I know we mentioned in the first segment. I could also see Cleveland, like you said, being really important, but maybe the Timberwolves.
Yeah, Timberwolves
really cool
I've heard mentioned. Yeah,
I think there's entertaining spots for LeBron. Like
I've
the Warriors,
heard Denver mentioned,
and that would be amazing. And I think that there's better basketball spots than the Warriors. I think.
For sure.
If you went to the Warriors, it's purely to play with your buddies, to box office, to retirement tour.
Right.
Yeah.
But if he's really prioritizing happiness and he loves playing with Steph Curry, then it would make sense to go there. And by the way, for the league, I think this is a big win for the league if he goes to Golden State, because they will get so many national TV games all year long, and people win, lose, draw, anything in between, people are going to be fascinated by that combination.
But it's competition, not happiness. Like, don't you want to be competing for a championship? And I don't think you are if you go to the Warriors. I think competing for a championship should bring somebody happiness.
Right.
But you don't think LeBron in his mind believes that, hey, let's run. It's the heist movie. Like, it's one last job. It's one last job. I'm going to get Steph. I'm going to get Draymond. We're going to get AD. We're going to get this group together, and we're going to pull.
They got caught.
We're going to wait one last.
They got caught at the end of that movie.
We're going to break into Adam Silver's office and
we're
steal
going to get a lot of
O'Brien.
icy hot.
Yeah, a lot of icy
and
hot.
a wheelchair for AD.
I just don't think that team will have enough time where they're all playing together that they won't be a play-in team. Like, I feel they'll be
they're playing team for sure.
6, 7, 8 seed that they'll have to have a very difficult way through the West. And you're not going to go. It's going to be like what happened with this team.
Okay, I got to be honest. I think you're a little underestimating. I think they'll be better than you think. I don't think they're a threat to win a championship, but can they get to the second round? Absolutely. Until they run into San Antonio or Oklahoma City, then I think they can be a playoff team and, if puncher's chance.
But he wasn't happy, if you were going to use his words, with the second round exit this year.
But was he not? In what way was he not happy? Was he not happy with the way people treated him afterwards, with the way people talked to him afterwards, with maybe what was a lack of respect from Los Angeles and Lakers fans? Is that what was making him unhappy?
It's probably
because they're
a contribution
excited.
to that.
They're excited. Warriors fans are excited.
You really think the Warriors fans are excited? We think that the Bay Area is cheering today that they're getting him?
Tim Kawakami and all these guys who are like, yeah, LeBron makes perfect sense. Bring it on. All that stuff.
Do we, Marcus, you like the Warriors?
I am a Warriors fan.
Oh, you're a Warriors fan.
I grew up a Warriors fan. I have been, yes.
1-800-GSW Hoops.
That's it. I'm not excited about it.
You're not?
I'm not, because it's sort of, LeBron going to the Warriors feels a lot like LeBron staying with the Lakers, where you're just sort of putting a Band-Aid over a situation that's not particularly great, where at some point you do have to look at starting this thing over. And this group, if they get all four of those guys together, it's going to be great for 15 games, right?
Yeah.
Because, look, as much as I love Steph, his peaks aren't as sustained as they used to be. He missed a lot of time with injury last year. We know AD is an injury sort of waiting to happen. Draymond Green is a walking technical waiting to happen at any point.
I also think the AD thing is less likely than it was yesterday.
Probably.
It seems like they're going to keep Jimmy Butler, and therefore they wouldn't have the money that can move. With
but he's coming off an ACL tear. That's a thing to remember.
Marcus, let's say LeBron doesn't go there. How do they compete for a championship?
I don't think they do. I don't think they do with him
do you
or
think
without
they have
him.
a puncher's chance with him?
Not really.
Yeah, if they don't, then why don't you just want to see 1 year of it for fun?
I guess. I guess I'm not as excited. I don't think it's going to be as much fun as everybody seems to think it is. Like, this is happening 10 years too late. That group in 2019 is killer. That group in 2026, it's the Rolling Stones on concert right now.
Yeah. Here's Stephen A. Here's what he said this morning.
What that would mean for ratings, what that would mean for the popularity of the NBA.
Talk to a few teams after free agency opens in a few hours. That's going to be at 3 o'clock our time. A source close to the process says there's, quote, no rush for him to make a decision. So it may be what he said earlier this offseason, where it might happen in July, it might happen in August. So the Warriors and the Cavaliers could, and any other team that wants him, could be left in this limbo period, just like the Lakers were going to.
Now,
at least the Lakers have clarity.
Here's what's interesting about that. Because he's sliding into a mid-level or a room exception, it's easy for a team to keep that open. So it may be that that Cleveland, that Golden State, that Minnesota, that Denver, any team that's interested in LeBron, they can do what they need to and then slide him into the room exception.
But it's not just the money, though. It's the fit.
It's
the
the fit.
style.
I
It's
agree.
who you go with LeBron, because he is a very heliocentric player. Everything kind of revolves around him. He did adjust to that this past season with the Lakers, in that time period where he was playing with Luka, taking a different role with him. But it is not just the money when you bring in LeBron. It's everything about LeBron that you bring with him when you bring in the team. So that would be interesting for these teams to kind of get clarity about sooner rather than later.
Hey, gear up, everybody, because at 1 o'clock we are doing Sports Graffiti, and you guys I know you're going to have a lot to say about this. This week, DeMarco and Travis giving you a chance to win a pair of tickets to Pechanga Resort Casino's second annual Whiskey and Wings Festival. Wait to hear DeMarco's Whiskey and Wings Pechanga sounder. When you hear it, be calling number 7-877-710-ESPN. Answer a question about something that happened earlier in the show. Get it right, and you win. Visit pechanga.com for tickets to Whiskey and Wings.
By the way, I just saw Dean Frank Sports walk into the social media room. I usually give Dean a lot of love for his YouTube or his Instagram feeds and his sports takes.
Yep.
He had a horrible one reacting this morning.
Oh, really?
Build the statue for LeBron now.
No way.
You know what, Dean? Get out of here, you gutless scumbag.
You could not have possibly
No, you're not allowed
said
in the
that,
studio
Dean.
anymore.
Dean,
Get out of it.
Wait,
Get out.
Are you jerking us around, or did he really?
He said that. No, I'm not jerking you
Well,
around.
it is a take.
Yeah, he does.
That is a take, Dean. That is a take, not a popular one. All right, so which free agents do they need to retain? We'll get into that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Soccer fans, head to Pechanga Resort Casino to watch the tournament action at Kelsey's. Catch every kickoff with festive food and drink specials all month long, barbecue platters to share, and select $7 beers. Plus, plan to be at Pechanga's exclusive Thursday night watch parties to score photo ops, goodies, and much, much more. Don't miss a match at the top spot to watch your favorite teams in the Temecula Valley. Call 888-PECHANGA or visit Pechanga.com for more details.
And it is a final. LeBron James's time as a Laker is over. Sham Charania and ESPN reporting the breaking news. LeBron will depart and enter free agency, set to join a new team. The NBA free agency frenzy is here.
Breaking news on 710 ESPN is powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for coupons and locations.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need the hire, you get the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire, and check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Empower. After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he could be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
12:31 on a Live Imaging Tuesday. That's right, LeBron. It is the end of the road, sucker. Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. Sleep is essential. Getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night can support healthy brain function and heart health. Like my cardiac brother, Bronny. Bronny, is he staying? Right now he's staying.
He's staying,
But
yeah.
it's not hard to ship him away if you need to.
Yeah.
That sounds so callous the way you said that.
Well, I mean,
like
Here's
a
the
UPS package.
there are worse 11th players on the team.
What is it with you today doing the Ireland bit?
No, I'm serious. I think Bronny has exceeded my expectations.
You guys have like a symbiotic relationship.
No. Look,
if John's not
look,
here, you
I'm
got to
not-
do the Ireland takes.
No, my
if you're
ass.
not here, he's got to do it.
I don't do his takes. I do my takes. That's it. And by the way, I think the Lakers will settle in with an interesting roster. This year. I don't think that this is what as it stands, and I have no idea what's going to happen. I see some of the names. Does Mamu get him over the top? He's a decent backup big.
By the way,
right?
what is this? Some of the names you have: Luka Doncic and you have and Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you happy?
No, you got to build a team around him. Did you watch Oklahoma City? Did you watch San
They
Antonio?
weren't
How
gonna
do
be
you build?
guess
How do
what?
you build a
With
young deep
LeBron
roster?
James, they weren't going to be Oklahoma City either.
Well, they did go 14-2 in the
in
month of March
and
last
then what
year.
happened?
They got hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, Luka got hurt.
So, but you had a
LeBron, by the way, is the one that carried him through the playoffs.
You weren't going to beat Oklahoma City with LeBron James last year. You weren't going to do that.
With Luka, though, I think they had a puncher's chance.
Well,
they
you have
certainly
Luka
wouldn't have
now.
got walked over.
You have Luka now.
Correct. But what I'm saying is, if you had your full complement, if you had a healthy Austin, if you had a healthy Luka when you faced OKC, they'd have a puncher's chance.
I just didn't expect you to be a LeBron James apologist today.
Look, LeBron James, I think, is the greatest player of all time.
He's not. He's number 2.
He's number 1 for me.
Okay.
And I've nothing against LeBron James. I think the Lakers will be fine. I think this is LeBron basically saying to the Lakers. And, there's an article written, Ramona, who's coming along here in a minute. She wrote an article last year, right around January, about how LeBron and the Lakers had an uncomfortable relationship. Mm-hmm. I think this is a marriage that they had to end.
It was just, it was time. It had run its course.
I think LeBron was sick of them. I think the Lakers were sick of LeBron.
He had run through that series of contracts, right, where he was re-upping every couple of years.
Yep.
And I think for a while, it was a situation where certainly Laker fans, but I think the Laker organization was like, okay, when do we hit the off ramp on this road?
Right.
And LeBron kept re-upping, and it kept sort of pushing the timeline back. And I think that's where a lot of the discomfort and awkwardness sort of came from, is that there was no real clear ending to this thing. And so somebody was going to have to rip that Band-Aid off. And that's basically what today is. It's hey, look, you guys can't meet what I need. I apparently am not meeting what you guys need as an organization.
This isn't working.
It's not working.
Not working.
So let's
Bad
go do our own.
relationship.
Let's do our own thing. You
Yeah.
know, I wish you the best. I hope you find happiness. I got to go over here.
But apparently Morales thinks it's easy to replace the
But
production
it wasn't
of LeBron
working
James.
as now. It wasn't working. They haven't won a championship since 2020.
But where are they going to get those points? Where are they going to get that?
They'll figure it out, or they won't. It doesn't really matter. They weren't going to beat Oklahoma City or San Antonio.
By the way, this is the greatest lie in the world. The greatest lie in the world is that nobody can beat San Antonio or Oklahoma City. I do not buy that as a premise.
You're right.
The Knicks just did.
Yeah,
the Knicks did.
You both are right. Guess who wasn't going to beat them? The Lakers with LeBron James.
Well, but the Lakers without LeBron James, I have no idea what they got up their sleeve.
So
but
why not build for the future?
Well, because you could have been more. We're moving on.
Yeah, no,
we're
you're
moving
right.
on. Look, he had a.
I mean, it really
it's
ended
a
when
mixed
Jeannie sold the
legacy.
team to escape the stronghold that LeBron had over her and the entire ownership. So, yeah, that's when LeBron decided he was no longer going to be a Laker, when he didn't have full control ever again.
I think it's when he found out he was going to make less than Austin Reeves.
Okay.
I think that's a big part of it.
I think that's a huge part.
So would you have
They're
not kept
giving
Austin
him
Reeves
that
then?
money?
Would you have not kept Austin Reeves and kept LeBron?
I wish we'd have gotten Austin Reeves for less money, but no, I'd rather have Austin Reeves.
You're going to have
so
to.
there
You're
you
going to have to
go.
overpay.
Now you got it.
you're gonna have to overpay for Austin Reeves.
Yeah, you had no choice. Detroit was going to pay him.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So you have to sort of deal with that. And I do think LeBron looked at that and said, I can't see myself being on this roster making less than Austin Reeves. And that had a lot to do with it.
Okay, so free agents that the Lakers have right now, obviously LeBron is gone now. Rui, and there's some interest from San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Smart, there's a report that there's a 3-year deal waiting for Marcus Smart there. Luke Kennard is talking to Phoenix. Which of those three guys is the most important, especially now that they've got LeBron? They don't have to pay LeBron. Who do they pay for? Who's the most important player on that board? Rui, Smart, Kennard.
Come on, Marcus, say Luke Kennard.
I was not going to say Luke Kennard.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I was going to say Rui because he at least helps them space the floor a little better.
Yep.
I think they need some shooters.
And he elevates his game in the postseason.
He does. He steps. I mean, for a stretch in the playoffs, he was their second best player.
Yeah.
I mean, LeBron was their best player. Rui was number 2. So I think of the three, he's probably the most important. I would say followed by Marcus Smart because they just need a perimeter defender.
And by the way, it does feel like there have been multiple reports that he wants to reunite with Ime Udoka in Houston, and there's a 3-year deal. I think it's 3 years, 21 is the one that's out there. And he is the Lakers' best point of attack defender.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know where they go because obviously Luka, Austin, not point of attack defenders by any means. So where do you go for that?
Does this put J.J. Redick in maybe a little bit out of his comfort zone because we know he's not a guy who wants to put young players in there right away? When I look at a guy like Cam Carr, who they just drafted, and I know that defense isn't necessarily his calling card, but you've got a guy with a 7-foot wingspan who can get his hands in the passing lanes and that sort of thing. If you're JJ, do you get out of your comfort zone and start, maybe not right away, maybe not on night 1 or the first month, but start to work these guys in because you are in a spot where you're sort of trying to rebuild this thing a little bit. Why not see what you have and develop some of these guys?
Right. And that's, by the way, developing guys is something that they've talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, Rui is a great example of a player that they have developed over a period of years. When he came from Washington, he was not a proven player, and they turned him into a guy that not only is one of the better three-point shooters in the league, he actually winds up shooting better in the postseason.
I do think that this is going to be a lot of this influence of the Guggenheim group because we see with the Dodgers, not only do they get the top free agents available to them, they get Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and Ohtani, but they do get guys that have either been cast aside by other teams or maybe had a down year with other teams. They get them kind of at the low to bring them up. So think about Tommy Edman. He had injury issues, but then he was this super utility guy. They have guys that every pitcher that goes to the Dodgers organization talks about how they get individual person to talk to them, to coach them up, to make them into a better pitcher. I think this Guggenheim idea and the Mark Walter group about individual buildup, I think will be great for the Lakers to not have to spend everything and they can develop these guys. Think of the Knicks.
Yeah.
They built around Jalen Brunson, who, I mean, even Becky Hammond was saying you can't win with him.
Yep.
And then you get Karl Anthony Towns, who people were also casting aside as a guy who could not measure up in the biggest moments. And then you get these guys that have been cast aside by teams like the Lakers and other teams around the league, like the Pelicans. And they developed and they became the best team possible. I think the Dodgers and that Guggenheim group create good teams.
I think this is a really good point. The Knicks figured it out. They put the right puzzle together. And essentially that's what the Lakers need to do now. They need to put a puzzle together with names that are out there and available. And I know they're going to make a hard push for Jalen Duren in Detroit. I would not waste my time. I wouldn't waste my time on Walker Kessler. I wouldn't waste my time on Jalen Duren. I want to get guys because you tie up money and you'll never get them.
And just to explain to people why not?
Okay. So when you make an offer to a restricted free agent, and by the way, Utah made an offer to Walker Kessler. He wasn't happy. Detroit made an offer to Jalen Duren. He wasn't happy. Now, the Lakers could come in and make an offer to them. They're restricted free agents, but then they've got to wait 48 hours to find out if the other team, the incumbent team, the original team, is willing to match. And the sense out there is Utah will match for Walker Kessler. Detroit will match for Jalen Duren. So why do you want to tie up your money for any period of time when you're attempting to build a roster?
You don't, at least not at this point. Again, I think this is looking at, do fans think, does the front office think they can make a big splash in one summer? I don't think they can. So to your point, why would you tie up a whole lot of money when you know this is going to be a couple seasons before you are legitimately, I think, chasing a Western Conference title? I think this year, I think they can be a playoff team regardless of what happens this year, but I think it's going to take a couple years. So why do that and sort of lock that up and try to figure it out now? I just don't think you can.
I've got some breaking news.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mason, announce it. Oh, you have it? Okay.
Oh.
I got it. Breaking news.
I got it.
The Los Angeles Clippers are nearing a deal sending Kawhi Leonard to the Toronto Raptors for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, 2 first-round picks, 1 pick swap, and 2 second-rounders, sources tell ESPN. A return to Canada for the Raptors champion and 2-time Finals MVP. So again, that's Kawhi to the Raptors for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, 2 first-round picks, 1 pick swap, and 2 second-round.
Breaking news on ESPN LA, presented by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a location near you. Is Kawhi going to be able to plant trees in Toronto?
I don't know. Are they working? Are they subverting the salary cap up there yet?
Where's Dean Frank Sports to do a video about they should build a statue for Kawhi?
I think we should build a statue to Dean here in the building. All right, so Los Angeles Clippers nearing a deal sending Kawhi Leonard to the Toronto Raptors. I can't quite figure. 2 first-round picks is awesome. A pick swap, 2 second-rounders. They're basically looking for draft capital plus Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, that's a lot for Toronto.
It's a lot.
That's a lot for Toronto to give up there.
Kawhi did have a good year.
Yeah,
I will say he did play well this year. He was a low-key MVP candidate at the end of the year. He's had surges where, remember, they had a really bad start to their season. They were unbeatable at like December, January area. So Kawhi still has some things left in the tank, but yeah, that era is over.
I also think he's got a familiarity playing in Toronto because he was there, and I think you're kind of off the radar a little bit in Toronto, I think. And I believe that Kawhi probably likes being a little off the radar.
It's also the East, easier path, technically,
true.
than the West, potentially. I know the East is just won the NBA Finals this year, but it's an easier path to get there.
Yep.
Maybe he hasn't. I think he would have a better shot out of the East than LeBron has at the Warriors.
I totally agree with you.
Absolutely.
Totally agree. Yeah. Toronto's pretty good. I mean, you had Scotty Barnes and Kawhi Leonard. You've got the makings of a really good team. All right, coming up next for you, going to do some icebreakers. In the meantime, I know you guys have shopped or donated at a Goodwill Southern California store. I bring old stuff there all the time, great clothes that I don't wear anymore, and that's just part of the story. Everyday Goodwill, and people don't know this, building better futures through job training and career placement and support services for veterans, for youth, and for anybody working to get back into the workforce. They're not just a store, they're a pathway to opportunity. And now through their partnership with Verizon Skill Forward, you can access free online college courses to learn new skills, earn credentials, and take the next step in your career, all at your own pace. So whether you're looking to grow, start fresh, or give back to your community, Goodwill is here to help make it happen. Whether you want help or get the help you need, Goodwill Southern California is ready for you. For more information, visit powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. That's powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. Brought to you by Goodwill Southern California and Verizon Skill Forward. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The King is leaving Los Angeles.
Wait, wow. Because he will play elsewhere. Wow.
After years of memorable moments, it all comes to an end.
Do you think that the people in LA are cheering or are pissed off?
What's next for the Lakers? What's next for LeBron? And what does this mean for the future of the NBA?
LeBron is saying, I will play, but hey, Lakers, not for you.
Hear every reaction, every opinion, every breaking update. The home of the purple and gold is 710 ESPN.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Right now, for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Elantra for $199 a month or get $2,000 bonus cash. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Hurry, offers end July 6th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Is there any better match than soccer and pizza? Our friends at Pizza Hut have 2 winning deals all summer long. Need a quick carryout before kickoff? Grab a large, one-topping pizza for just $9.99. Want more toppings or delivery? Get a large, 3-topping pizza for only $12.99, available for delivery or carryout. So whether you're watching every minute or just tuning in for the big moments, Pizza Hut is the winning move this summer of soccer. Order today on the Pizza Hut app or go to pizzahut.com.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you have saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's Gusto.com. Gusto.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right. That's right. The big voice guy. Listen to Mason and Ireland. Weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka. Your fit-friendly vodka with no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers. Presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
We are going to get back to everything, all things free agency in just about 4 minutes.
And if
by the way,
breaks in the meantime, we will bring it to you live.
That's good front selling, Em. That's very good.
By the way,
honestly, very
we're
well
have,
done.
Sports Graffiti in about 5 minutes as well. So line up those calls, 877-710-3776.
Nice.
Talk everything. And Kawhi Leonard is going to the Raptors. We'll talk more about that. But here's Icebreakers. Here's the score, final day of June. John has 51 points. Macy has 25 points. I have 30 points. Others have 21, and that's who you're competing with, Marcus, here. So here we go. Can we cut into John's lead? For 20 points, I was born in 1945. My parents were ministers. I did not see a movie until I was a senior in high school, and I went to a dance for the first time in college.
Yeah.
For 18 points, I went to high school in North Dakota, where I played football. I was a pitcher on the baseball team and threw discus in track and field competitions.
Yeah.
For 16 points, I have authored 9 books. My first I co-wrote in 1970, and I'm a recipient of the state of North Dakota's Rough Rider Award. I'm also a deadhead.
North Dakota.
North Dakota is the part that's throwing me off.
Okay, for 14 points, when I did end my engagement, I announced it on Twitter in 2016.
Marcus.
Go ahead.
Phil Jackson?
It is Phil Jackson. Good job. 14 points for Marcus, and the others cuts into John's lead a little bit. My next hint would have been I was drafted in the NBA in 1967, in the second round, 17th overall to the New York Knicks.
That would have given.
Yeah, then on we go. I thought North Dakota would give it away because he's one of the few.
But he lives in, I think
Montana.
He lives in Montana.
He was born in Montana. Now go back to Montana. I didn't want to put Montana in there. I thought it would be a little too obvious.
He lives on a lake called Fishhead Lake or Flatfish Lake or something like that. Fishhook Lake.
Who brings us Icebreakers, Mason?
It's brought to you by Blue Ice Vodka. Finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes. Check out Blue Ice's commemorative bottle celebrating the USA's 250th birthday and Blue Ice 25th anniversary, red, white, and blue themed, featuring the 250th logo inside the label. Currently available in stores for the straight expression in both 750 milliliters and 1.75 liter sizes. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste is everything. All right. A couple of notes here. Mark Stein says that the Lakers have interest in I've said this. I think this is my opinion. This is going to be the first signing we get. Toronto free agent Sandro Mamukelashvili.
Sure.
Yeah, Mamu, we will call him. And now league sources tell Jake Fisher that another top target emerging is Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes, who was in Philadelphia this last year. Okay. Pretty good 3-and-D guy.
Yep. Which is a big need for this team.
Big need. And, I again, my biggest concern now is two things. Big and point of attack defender. If Marcus Smart is gone, who is our point of attack defender? And who is the big that Luka is going to be thrilled to play with?
I mean, at the moment, yeah, we don't know the answer.
We don't know the answer to that. Exactly.
Right.
You know the guy, and I'll ask Momo about this. The guy that I have interest in, is Miles Turner.
From formerly the Pacers.
And now in Milwaukee.
Okay.
Yeah. Milwaukee's not, they're not doing anything, right? They're in a total and complete rebuild.
After moving on from Giannis, right?
So what do they need a Miles Turner for?
They don't. I mean, again, if they're looking...
Because this is another way that the Lakers can use their cap space.
Mm-hmm.
They can trade for somebody that slides into their cap space, somebody like Miles Turner.
Who do the Lakers move in a situation like that? I mean, any idea of what do they give up that is of interest to someone else?
Draft capital.
They have 31 and 33, right? The first round picks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they could, throw in a Dalton Connect or something too.
Yeah, I mean Dalton Connect and Jared Vanderbilt.
But the Bucks
just
are
make the
looking to
numbers
rebuild.
work.
That's
right.
what you want. They want capital rather than people.
Yes, and if you can package a one, they have 2 number ones. I don't know if you go 2 number ones on Miles. Actually, I think you might. Would you?
It would just be the 2 number ones, right? And then whatever other players. I'm looking at what the Raptors gave up to get Kawhi. Obviously, it's not going to be anything approximating that.
No.
But I do think a couple of ones, especially with them being a little bit lower.
Yeah.
I don't think that's terrible.
If you're just tuning in, and by the way, we're going to do Sports Graffiti, 877-710-ESPN on the day that a lot of you guys have been waiting for, the day that LeBron James leaves the Lakers. 877-710-ESPN. By the way, the Clippers, if you missed this, are close to a deal, sending Kawhi Leonard to the Toronto Raptors. The haul would be Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, 2 first-round picks, 1 pick swap, and 2 second-rounders. So a lot to pay. But if you put Kawhi Leonard and Scotty Barnes on the floor at the same time, you're pretty good in the East. I mean, you can make a run in the East. So all that stuff is going on today. Again, at any point today, if something happens, we will stop everything and jump in because the clock officially starts at 3 o'clock today. It could be the wildest Supercross talk in the history of ESPN. We could get Travis and DeMarco in here and bam, 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 Lakers signing guys like that.
Right, could be.
Or it could be like
nothing at all happens.
It could be like, well, we made an offer to Jalen Duren. Now we're going to wait 24 hours. That could be it, too. 877-710-ESPN. Going to get your calls in here. Coming up next, Mason in Ireland. Marcus is in for John today, 710 ESPN.
The next great story in Los Angeles is happening in Glendale. Hyundai of Glendale is now open. Lease a new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SC for just $299 a month. Plus, enjoy owner's assurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call 818-222-8000 or visit HyundaiofGlendale.net. $299 per month plus tax. Closed in lease for 24 months. $39.99 total due at signing plus government fees and taxes. On approved above average credit through HMF. 0 security deposit. 75 miles per year. 20 cents per excess miles. Expires 6/30/26. The King is leaving Los Angeles.
Wait, wow. Because he will play elsewhere. Wow.
After years of memorable moments, it all comes to an end.
Do you think that the people in LA are cheering or are pissed off?
What's next for the Lakers? What's next for LeBron? And what does this mean for the future of the NBA?
LeBron is saying, I will play, but hey, Lakers, not for you.
Hear every reaction, every opinion, every breaking update. The home of the purple and gold is 710 ESPN.
DraftKings is live in all 50 states. That means us, California. Win or go home. That's it. That's the World Cup knockout round. And DraftKings has you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in California, so whether you're catching the early kickoff, before work, the late match at the bar, you're in on every single minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in California, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. And new DraftKings customers, sign up with code LA710, spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code LA710 in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends July 19th. Terms, dkng.co/predictions promo.
The home of the Lakers. And now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
12:57 on a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence, Mason and Ireland. Marcus Grant sitting in for Johnny I on a historic day. LeBron, it is a final.
It is a final.
Get out of here, sucker.
It's all over.
New special era. Oh, today is going to be a spicy, juicy edition of Sports Graffiti.
Yes,
Take it away,
is.
Mace.
All right, let's hit the phones. Let's start out with Coach Dub in Anaheim. Coach Dub, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
How's it going, guys? Hey, look, it's fine that LeBron James decided to leave. There's nothing wrong with that. I actually like Bronny coming off the bench, playing some defense and shooting. The Lakers, I feel like they need to pick up and find a way to get Jalen Duren from the Pistons, man. I just love his game, his defense, and he's just a great center.
Yep.
Re-sign Rui, pick up Quentin Grimes, and, from then on, I think everything else is just, extra. And
Okay.
I think with that, I think we got a solid squad.
All right, there's Coach Dub. Now, yeah, I think he's on the right track. The problem is, and I'll mention again, Jalen Duren is a restricted free agent. You got to tie up your money. You don't have anywhere to spend it while it's tied up, and ultimately Detroit is likely to match. So what have you done? You've just wasted time and slowed a rebuild.
Yeah, but again, I guess you at least have to call, right? At least got to, even before you put an offer, just see, like, hey,
by the way,
what kind of numbers are you looking at?
They're meeting in some way with Duren this afternoon at 3:01.
So at least kick the tires on it, and then, chances are that probably is about as far as it goes.
Let's go to Walrus in Encino.
Oh.
Walrus, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
The station has been killing it today. Salute to you all. I was calling in terms of the basketball on the court. I think this ultimately could be a really good thing for Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. Let's recall that when they started the season without LeBron, those two were cooking on the court. So now that he's not going to be there in the starting lineup, you can bring in a younger player, a defender. LeBron can't stay in front of people anymore. We need to be looking on the upside here. He's gone. It's over. It's done. I appreciate him. Appreciate everything that you have said today, Mace, in terms of clearing up all the nonsense, that people just do not give him enough credit for. But really, this, I think, is going to be ultimately a good thing. And the pressure's on Luka Doncic now. It is absolutely your team. Got to have to lead us to the promised land. You all have a great day.
There you go. And by the way, the pressure is also on Rob Pelinka.
I think the pressure is even more on Rob Pelinka.
Yeah,
at least in the short term.
Luka can only do so much. His time comes in October, but Rob's time is right now, and he's got to get this right. When they say Ireland makes fun of me because I say this is the most important Lakers offseason that I can remember.
It is.
The truth is, it is.
And now even more so.
The Lakers made a promise to Luka. They said, summer of 26, that's our big summer. That's when we got our cap space. Now they got to figure out how to use it right to both make Luka effective and happy.
Yeah, I get them all saying that. I'm sure they also said that before they saw what the crop of free agents was going to look like.
True, it is not a good crop.
It's not a good crop.
The two best free agents were Austin Reeves and LeBron James.
Yep.
1 for 2
you
for us.
You split the pair, right?
Let's go to TJ in LA. TJ, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
It's a sad day. We had a good run, fellas. But let me ask you this.
Yep.
Okay. And you guys can tell me a little bit more than I can. I'm not the numbers guy. But just thinking, Jonathan Kuminga is out there.
Yep.
Portland got a lot of guards. Drew Holiday is out there.
Yep.
Of course, we know Walker Kessler. We know Duran. The Sabonis son, he's out there. It's a lot out there now, fellas. I get what we saying. I know. I get it. We might not be better without LeBron. We don't know yet, but we know LeBron what he got us to. But we have a lot of money to play with. So please, don't throw the towel in on the Lakers just yet. I know Pelinka is going to get us right. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks, man.
Thank you very much, man.
I think the Domantas Sabonis thing is interesting. I know a lot of people don't seem to be all that excited about it.
I'm not excited about it.
I think Sabonis is an interesting piece.
Look, they would score a bunch. They would stop nobody.
I mean, sort of what they were this
You
last
want to
year.
add you've already got two guards that don't defend well. Do you really want to add a
big
center
man.
that doesn't defend well?
But you score a lot of points.
Oh, they would score.
Score a lot of points.
Yep. Let's go to Gary in Glendora. Gary, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Hey, one of my best days was when I heard Steve Mason sing in West Covina at the big game. Wasn't that a great day?
That was a great day. We had a blast that day, Gary.
Oh, my God, you were great. But look, I love all this. The LA Times explained Rob Pelinka to us on Sunday. If you read it, you're ahead of the game. He screwed up so many times. I don't want to look on the past. I wish somebody else was in that job. I wish he didn't screw over Magic and backstab him, but he did. And Laker fans, if you let them on, they would tell you the same thing. I think the Caruso, the Lonzo, the Zubac, we had the bigs.
Yeah.
He gave up everything. He was handed a championship. He had nothing to do with it. Handed it. What did he do? They just blamed Magic for the problems, and Magic got backstabbed. So, look, I love Mason singing. I hope he can sing a tune today for the Lakers. But the LA Times described it. Pelinka has no experience with rookies or development.
Yep.
He just gives away trade number one pick. Thanks.
Okay, there. Rob Pelinka's made a lot of mistakes. I did not read that particular article, but Rob Pelinka's made a lot of mistakes. Obviously.
Are you going to sing a tune?
The biggest one, the Westbrook trade. I'm not going to sing.
No.
No, I'm not in that kind of mood.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Not
in a singing mood today.
Not singing.
Well, that's why they hired the two assistant, or they're going to hire a second assistant GM, but they hired the rocket scientist.
Yes.
Like they're hiring people to kind of like be a backstop for Rob.
What's weird is it real? Is it just Rob and the rocket scientist?
There's going to be a third. There's going to be a third.
That sounds like a sitcom.
That is
Rob
a great,
and the rocket scientist,
or really like a B-level, punk band or something.
Yes,
This is, obviously it's important in terms of like Rob Pelinka and what he brings in, but also this is him auditioning for the Guggenheim
Sure it
group.
is.
It's a huge audition.
Oh,
for
listen,
him.
if he gets this wrong, he's gone. If he gets
Without
this
a doubt.
wrong, he's gone. Because the Guggenheim folks, Mark Walter.
Ned Coletti.
Ned Coletti hung out for 2 years and actually did a nice job, and they were very competitive as they sort of built a front office around him. That's the positions Rob is in. But if he F's this up, I can't imagine him being here next year at this time. Let's go to Sal in Culver City. Sal, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Sal?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So we dropped Bronny to make LeBron happy. We get all these other pieces over the 8 years, and now you're leaving the Lakers and saying it's about your happiness, not about the money. Why couldn't you take less money for us when we drafted your son and made a better team that you could be happy with in L.A.?
There you go.
It's a fair
there
question.
You go.
It's a fair question.
Yeah, Mace, you got an answer for that?
Mr.
LeBron apologist
why do
today?
you keep coming at me? I don't get it. I'm just taking a realistic
Star
approach to
driven
this.
town, right?
Yeah. See, I don't subscribe to that theory. I don't subscribe to the star effing driven town theory, even though we have all these stars. You know what? The reality is you can win without stars beyond Luka. Luka has carried a team to the finals before.
Well, I think the Knicks are a great example of that, right? Like Jalen Brunson is a star, but you look at that team, OG Anunoby's not a star. Mitchell Robinson's not a star. They were integral to that. Josh Hart, these guys are not
Alvarado,
stars.
these guys are just Landry Shamet.
They're good players. They're not stars, and they were integral to the Knicks winning.
This is good. Let's go to Job in Simi Valley. Hey, Job, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Hey, Steve, I just want to say I've always been one of the biggest LeBron critics, but I was listening to what you were saying earlier, and I do think we should give a little thank you to LeBron. So I want to be the first to tell LeBron, thank you, LeBron, for taking your butt out of here. Thank you for leaving, and thank you for lifting us of this burden that is you. Let the new Luka Doncic era begin.
Amen.
Boom, how do
Amen.
you like that one?
Amen.
Boom! How do you like that one? Yeah, by the way,
Dynamite dropping.
that is a very representative call for a lot of people. Like a lot of people who can't get in right now on the phones, that's the kind of thing they want to say.
Yeah.
And I do think you should say thank you to the guy on the way out the door.
I
The
want you-
marriage, the marriage lasted 8 years.
Can you take Solomon Lake Balboa? I think
I
he has
sure
an
will.
interesting thing to say here.
Let's go to Solomon in Lake Balboa. You're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Solomon?
Hey, guys, thanks so much. Here's what I'm going to say. And you know, I've never liked LeBron off the court. The machinations, the manipulations, very distasteful. Don't boo him when he comes back to crypto. You can sit on your hands. You don't have to stand and cheer, but take a look. 8 seasons, longest of his tenure anywhere. one championship. Don't discount it. Talk to the other 8 teams that weren't able to repeat either in the last 8 seasons.
Yep.
He took the team on his back at 41 years of age against an athletic, young Houston team and beat them in the first round. And he did the Lakers a solid. He didn't wait to declare free agency. He didn't dangle them. He didn't tie their hands. So, you don't have to cheer the dude. Just don't boo him.
Yeah.
I think that's tasteless, and it's not going to be fair what the man did.
All right, Solomon, very good call. Yeah, I don't think he'll get booed when he comes back.
No,
I don't.
I don't think it'll be like a rousing ovation. I think it'll be a very polite welcome back. And
we should lead the rally to boo.
No,
we should have little these made.
To me,
that are
that's-
like boo LeBron, little signs.
Yeah,
we should make our own.
That's,
signs.
what I call that is classless.
Boo LeBron.
That is a
Forget
classless
what Chris
move.
said.
Don't be like Chris.
Will the
That's what I
Lakers
would
do
say.
like a thank you video though when he comes back?
Absolutely they will.
A thank you
The
video.
sign should say "Boo LeBron, Mason and Ireland weekdays at noon."
No. Ireland will veto that
Can you
so
imagine?
quickly. Although now I don't know if he'll suck up to LeBron as much.
Now
that he's
him and
gone.
Sedano, who are they going to suck up to every day?
Who is there? Let's go to RJ in Costa Mesa. RJ, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, RJ?
Hey, good afternoon. I got to tell you, I know the Guggenheim and Mark Walter group has taken over this team. And listen, this is a different league. This is a salary cap league. This is not a non-salary cap, let's just carry the money for the next 10 years type of entity. And having LeBron walk out the door when he single-handedly got you through the first round, and now you're left with Luka, Austin, and I don't know. I mean, the interest factor is certainly going to go down, and the productivity is going to be very difficult to replicate in free agency. Thanks again, guys.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, you can't replace the production of LeBron James.
I get his point about baseball being different than basketball, but that's where the rocket scientist comes in.
Right. I mean,
having somebody study that.
You can't outspend everybody.
Right.
I mean, ultimately, because if you go into the second apron, you get all kinds of penalties. They're really friggin' draconian, and it screws you up.
Draconian.
That's
nice.
That's great. It's a good word.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm proud of my vocabulary.
It was nice.
So they can only spend so much. Now, I anticipate, this is my guess, they're going to spend right up to the second apron.
Yeah.
Right up to the second apron without going into it, which means they've got a lot of money to spend here.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to mention again, I'm seeing multiple now. Mark Stein, Sandro Mamu is definitely on the Lakers' radar, along with Quentin Grimes. Those are the two guys, the two names I've seen directly linked to the Lakers so far. Let's go to Sharon in Los Feliz. Sharon, hi there. What's up?
Hello, Steve. Hello, boys. How are you?
Good, Sharon.
Okay, let me put it in a nutshell. Last year when they didn't re-sign LeBron, let's really look at it.
Okay.
That's it. Trips off. Game over. We knew it. It was just a year, and there was no way the Walters group was going to let this guy dominate the future. What's really happened is inevitable. The only way to go forward is to let go, and something good will happen. LeBron gave us great years. I was never a big fan. I'm a Kobe lover, as we know. But the bottom line is this was planned. I am not shocked at all. Lakers didn't make the call because they forced LeBron's hand in a nice way. They were going to do business, but they made it his decision. That way, they save face, LeBron saves face, and they kept Bronny. Everybody wins. Don't you see? Everybody can breathe now. Nobody loses. This is a good day.
Okay.
Let's go Lakers.
Sharon, thank you. Yeah, I mean, look, I think in a couple of days we're going to sit here and say, huh? This is what we're rolling with. But I think that what we're now talking about is, and by the way, I disagree with one contention a caller made earlier about Rob Pelinka. They have developed players. They've been successful. I mean, Austin Reeves is like the best example. The biggest contract ever for an undrafted free agent, and worth most of it.
Yeah,
worth most of it.
So they have great, but yeah.
They developed Alex Caruso. They developed Max Christie. They can develop guys if they hit. And I'm hoping, obviously, that a couple of total misses in Dalton Connect and Jalen Hood-Schifino, but I have high hopes for Cam Carr.
Yeah, and I think so. Obviously, you talk about the rocket scientist who's charged with looking at salary cap and trying to figure out how to manipulate that. The other part is having the analytics person in charge of scouting and development. And I think one of the biggest successes for the Guggenheim group while everybody looks at, getting Shohei and Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts, the core of that Dodger team is guys like Will Smith and, a lot of the pitching staff, right? I mean, you look at guys that they drafted, they developed within their system. I know it's different in the NBA versus baseball, but a lot of it is a homegrown core, and then they filled in with the stars. And I think that's what hopefully you see on the Lakers side.
Yeah. We're gonna find out. We're gonna get a break in here.
Want to take one?
Take one more? Okay, one more call. Let's do
take
it.
Keisha.
Keisha. Keisha, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hi there, Keisha. What's up?
Hey, Mace. First, I just want to sincerely apologize if you ever felt that I've yelled at you or John. I'm just passionate, and I'm kind of loud when I'm passionate.
I am great. I am great with it, Keisha. Bring the passion.
So I'm so happy. I mean, I just didn't want us to continue to do the same thing and expect a different result because we all agree we weren't beating San Antonio, we weren't beating OKC with LeBron. So why continue to bring him back instead of improving our team? Again, I mentioned in clutch moments, LeBron's been with the Lakers. He is not an impactful player. And I will say it again. In clutch moments, LeBron is not an impactful player. So it's Christmas in June. I mean, Laker fans, real true Laker fans, are celebrating. We get our team back. LeBron is no longer holding us captive, and the fans are leaving. So I'm so excited. I'm happy that LeBron is gone.
All right. Thank you very much, Keisha. She's a little cuckoo, I think. That's too much.
No, Keisha's the best. I love Keisha.
No, I love her call, but to say that LeBron James is not an impactful player.
He is less impactful than he used to be, but he is still very important for the Lakers when they did in that series. Yeah.
Sorry, well, we talked at the same time.
Talking at the same time.
All right. We will hold if you're on the phone, stay there. We will get back to you. Coming up next, Yovan Buha. Is going to join us.
The great
with
Yovan Buha.
Some speculation about what the Lakers might have in store for 3 o'clock this afternoon when the free agency window opens. That's coming up next, and then more of your calls. Mason and Ireland, it's Live Imaging Tuesday. Marcus in for John, 710 ESPN.
A chapter closes and a city reacts.
LeBron realizing, hey, I don't have a voice in that organization anymore.
That's right.
LeBron James is gone. Now, the questions begin.
Does LeBron feel wanted by the Lakers? I don't think he felt wanted by the Lakers.
The next era starts now.
I think it really just comes down to what Luka wants. Luka seems like he's wanting guys from other teams to come and build a team around him.
Breaking it down all day on the home of the Lakers, 710 ESPN.
Looking for a vodka with standards? Blue Ice delivers. American-made from Idaho potatoes, gluten-free, non-GMO, and only 64 calories an ounce. Enjoy the classic Huckleberry with lemonade or award-winning double espresso. Blue Ice vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
America's turning 250 years old, so we're celebrating 2 weekends at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Dive-in movie night at Oasis Pool. Movies, popcorn, and a lazy river.
Number 2.
Stop by for a free commemorative Independence Day cap. Pick it up at Morongo Rewards, the Fort.
And the number 1 reason.
$250,000 cash giveaway. Earn entries playing your favorite games now. Be here July 3rd to win.
Morongo, good times.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Right now, for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Elantra for $199 a month or get $2,000 bonus cash. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Hurry, offers end July 6th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Hey, it's John Ireland here for Life Source Water Systems. If you're still drinking and bathing in LA's harsh tap water, it's time to upgrade to a Life Source whole house water system. Life Source filters every drop of water into your home. During their summer special, Life Source is paying your sales tax. That's up to $1,000 off a new system, but only through July 4th. Call their factory today at 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. Life Source. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
The sounds of summer. They're great until they're not. Luckily, AutoZone has free battery testing and charging
Let me check that for you.
to help make a rough moment smooth. Don't miss the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone. Free products with select deals until July 27th. And free services every day. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
117 on a live imaging Tuesday, presented by Providence.
I like that.
Screening saves lives. Providence.org reminds you, talk to your doctor about prostate and colorectal cancer screenings. Get that hand up the wazoo.
Yep,
Poop in a box.
Poop in a box.
Especially if you have a family history of disease. Thanks for Providence for making lit possible every Tuesday. Are we continuing sports graffiti?
No, we actually.
That's right.
I want to mention just real quick while we're on the subject, free agency week. That means DeAndre Hawkins, Young D, back with Lakers Talk Daily. Watch DeAndre break down all the Lakers signings live on YouTube, 11 a.m. tomorrow, Lakers Talk Daily, where the true ball knowers live. And speaking of true ball knowers, we are joined by Yovan Buha. Yovan, what's going on, man?
I'm doing well. Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. So, star of Buha's Block, I listened to the podcast. It's terrific. Let me ask you, did you see the LeBron news coming?
I did. I still was a bit surprised. I wouldn't say I was shocked. I've been talking about it on my show that about a week ago, I'd been asked what's the percentage that LeBron is staying in LA, and I had said about 57%. Yesterday, I dropped that to about 50.5%, said it was essentially a coin flip. And I just think if you look at the actions of the Lakers summer and the way that they were operating, they were clearly prioritizing re-signing Austin Reeves, and they got that job done. And then they were starting to look toward restricted free agency and the trade market in terms of making bigger long-term moves for the starting group. So they were not operating as a team that was necessarily planning to retain LeBron James. It felt more like a nice to have or maybe a want rather than a need. And I think from the LeBron side, obviously, the big thing the last couple of days has been he's looking for a situation where he can maximize his happiness. I don't think he was happy with the current state of where things were with the Lakers, and he's also looking to be in a certain role, I think even more so than necessarily the money or competing for a championship, although, we'll obviously see depending on which team he ends up with. So I think all those things and sort of the slow burn of these two sides drifting apart over the last few years ultimately led to where things are at now.
I mean, Yovan, I know that the line has been that maximizing happiness, and I do believe there's something there, but, and maybe we'll never know this for sure, but do you believe there's a part of LeBron that looked and saw what Austin Reeves got and realized that he wasn't going to be able to match that? In other words, was there maybe a little bit of offense taken that he was going to have to play third fiddle on this team salary-wise to say Luka and Austin Reeves?
I think there was an element there for sure. I mean, I think anyone objectively looking at the situation knew that the Lakers were not going to pay LeBron James as much as Austin Reeves. I mean, that was just not going to be in the cards of what the Lakers were trying to do. I had been talking about it on my show that maybe there's something in that $20 to $25 million range where it's more than anyone else can pay him, but it's also low enough where it maintains a certain amount of flexibility. The Lakers can still go out, get a restricted free agent. They could still go out and make a big trade and then just keep LeBron at a smaller number. But I mean, clearly going into this market, the market for LeBron is teams at the non-taxpayer MLE or minimum contracts, just based on the teams that he's interested in, the teams that are interested in him, and that makes sense. Those teams don't have max cap space. So LeBron's market was not going to be at the same level as a guy like Austin, who's obviously younger, a different phase of his career, and had multiple teams interested in him for a max offer, which the Lakers ultimately had to not only match, but surpass. So I think from that perspective, I'm sure there's an element of him realizing the situation, but I mean, we don't even know what the Lakers were willing to pay him. We still don't have clarity on if they're even interested in retaining him at all, right? Like, I think optically, LeBron is the one breaking up here and deciding to move on, but I've yet to hear anything substantial in terms of, well, the Lakers had a $25 million salary slot, a $20 million salary slot. The Lakers might have just been like, hey, we're going to build a team, and here's a minimum if you want to stay. And so, if that's the case, then, like, yes, technically LeBron is the one ending this, but the Lakers weren't exactly offering him an enticing offer, on their side either. So I think it was just the natural conclusion of where things were going. But certainly, I think one thing with LeBron is very calculated. And for someone who's covered him now for 7 years, like, when he says certain things, it sticks out. And to me, what really stuck out from his exit interview at the end of the season was he brought up unprompted playing that number 3 role and taking a back seat to Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves and being a number 3 for the first time in his career. And I thought that was a pointed reference of, like, I don't think he necessarily loved that. I don't think that was his preference in terms of taking a step back to that degree with how great he still is. We saw that in that first round series. So I think that was a big thing too, was like, wasn't just the money. I think the role, I think some of the stuff over the last few years, I think all that stuff built to him eventually wanting to leave.
So the names that have been linked now to the Lakers by multiple people, Sandro Makulashvili.
Call him Mamu. Mamu for short.
All right, let's go with Mamu. Quentin Grimes and Jalen Duren. What are you hearing about those guys? And what do those guys bring to the table?
Yeah, I would also throw in Walker Kessler, who's another restricted free agent center. I think, despite not being as decorated as Jalen Duren, would actually be an even better fit than Jalen Duren because he's a lower usage big man who I think can thrive in the pick and roll with Luka and Austin. Is also a much better defensive player and rim protector. But the Lakers right now, to my understanding, they're going to have a couple meetings to open free agency with Walker Kessler and Jalen Duren. They are going to explore sign and trade probabilities and possibilities, because the thing here is with the way that restricted free agency works, the last player to actually sign an offer sheet and leave was back in 2020 with Bogdan Bogdanovic. It has been a long time since a restricted free agent actually left via offer sheet. The way you get a restricted free agent is either a massive overpay or a sign and trade. So there's been a couple guys that have been via sign and trade. And I think that's what the Lakers would be looking for, would be, can we keep the number relatively low so we don't have to overpay? And can we maybe send out a pick or something, some sort of asset to either Utah or Detroit to land one of these guys? But you want to try to get that settled very quickly into free agency, because if you go the offer sheet route, then you are locked up until potentially July 8th. And because you got to go past the moratorium, then they have 2 days to potentially match it. And if you go to July 8th, all of a sudden you're left with nobody left, and it's all minimum guys, and like you've wasted your offseason. So I don't see the Lakers going that route. I think they're going to try and find a sign and trade. If they can't, then I think it's moving on to phase B, which is looking at the trade market and looking at the unrestricted free agents. That's where Quentin Grimes, Mamu, guys like that. Mamu to me is clearly a bench big. He is not a starting level big. Yeah. He's not good enough defensively. He's a defensive liability. So I like him next to Jackson. If they go like center by committee, he's a nice contrast to Jackson. He's a stretch big. He's skilled. He can pass. He's not a starter, and he's not a defensive anchor. So I think that would be a mistake if that's the role that they're trying to put him in. I think Grimes I like. I just don't think, if he's like the Marcus Smart replacement, he's not anywhere close to as good as Marcus on defense. So they still need another defender out there if they're adding Grimes.
All right, let me ask you about Walker Kessler and Jalen Duren. What do we have that is appealing to Utah and Detroit that would make them consider a sign and trade?
Draft capital. That's it.
That's it. It's those two first-round draft picks?
Yeah, I mean, and that would be a steep price to pay for them. I think the logic would be, hey, Utah, hey, Detroit, we're going to go, we're willing to go to the max, or we're willing to go to a certain number that makes you uncomfortable and force your hand here, where either you lose the asset for nothing or you're retaining the player on a contract that you don't feel is worth it for them. And now you're in this position where you have this guy on this albatross contract that you don't necessarily want. Like, we will call your bluff and we will force your hand here if you don't play ball with us. So why don't you play ball with us? We'll sign the guy to a lesser deal, but then to make it worth it for you, we send you a pick. So it's basically like you either have to overpay the player to retain them and match the contract if you're the incumbent team, or you just lose them for nothing, and then you lost a big piece. So I think the appeal for Utah or Detroit would just be, will the Lakers send them a pick? And if they can, and if they are willing to play ball, then obviously that would be great for LA.
Well, who would be their priority, Duren or Kessler?
It's a great question. I don't have clarity on this. For me, I think Kessler's the obvious one for a couple reasons. He's a much better defensive player. He's in that Rudy Gobert mold, although I think he's more skilled than Gobert. He's got better hands. He's got better touch around the basket. And so I think he's a guy who could hit this rare trifecta in LA where he's top 5 in the league in field goal percentage, top 5 in the league in rebounds, and top 5 in the league in blocks. And having a center who could do all three of those things, to me, he's a clear upgrade over, say, DeAndre Ayton. Like, he fits the rim runner role better. He's a better rebounder, better defender. And with Duren, he's more of an offensive guy than a defensive guy. So people look at, all-star, all-NBA guy. That's great. But his points were cut in half in the playoffs from 19 to 10. And he's not I think the level of defender you want to protect Luka and Austin. So from a talent play, I get it. If they get Duren, it's an upgrade over DeAndre. He is an all-star level guy. I just think it's more so for the offensive end than the defensive end. And with Luka and Austin, you want to protect them. So Kessler, to me, has the upside to be the best non-Victor Wembanyama rim protector in the league. Duren is not in that class of defenders. So it really depends what the Lakers prefer. Duren's more of the A-list guy. If Luka really wants that A-list guy, Duren checks that box. Kessler not as much, but I think Kessler could grow into that in LA, whereas Duren, I just think has some defensive limitations. So I would, if I had to guess, I would assume the Lakers are prioritizing Duren slightly more, but I think Kessler is the better fit, and that would be the one I would prefer.
Okay. Hey, listen, Yovan, fantastic stuff. Really appreciate your stuff on Buha's block. You do a great job. Thank you very much for doing this, and we'll call on you again, man.
Yes, sir. Whenever you guys need me, I'm around.
All right.
Thanks,
there
Yovan.
you go. There's Yovan Buha. Interesting stuff. He says Walker Kessler might be the better fit for the Lakers than Duren. My understanding is they are prioritizing Duren, and you can only do that restricted free agency thing with one guy.
Yeah.
You can't make offers to both of them.
No, and obviously there's a reason you haven't had a guy, was it Bogdan Bogdanović was the last one? That was in 2020. The difficulty of the process tells you the likelihood of it happening. I'm curious whether they have gone to Luka and sort of asked him, pick A or B, which one would you prefer? Since he was the one who initially made the request of what I want, have they presented these two options and said, hey, tell us if we're going to make this run, which one should we aim our attention to?
All right. So big day. We'll let you know that if you haven't heard, LeBron James has announced he's not going to be a Laker. We don't know where he's going. The likelihood seems like Golden State. Seems to be all the smoke there. We know that Kawhi Leonard has been traded from the Clippers to Toronto. Those are the two big moves in terms of what's happening locally here in LA. And again, 3:00, an hour and a half from right now, is when free agency officially opens. Morales, I am guaranteeing the wildest Supercross talk in the history of ESPN LA, because 3:01 there's going to be an announcement, and then 3:02 it's all going to happen.
This is more wild than maybe 8 years ago when you told George Sedano he's lost a friend.
More dramatic. That was more dramatic for me. This is more dramatic for Lakers Nation, man.
Oh, the great Ramona Shelburn just walked in.
I wondered where she was. Momo's going to stop in here coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Let me tell you about my friends at Providence. It is a Live Imaging Tuesday. Thanks to Providence. I almost died, Marcus, but Providence saved my life. And now, hopefully they never have to save your life. But here's how you prevent that from happening. Men, Providence reminds you to stay in the game by prioritizing your health. Many of the biggest health risks men face, like heart disease, cancer, and diabetes, can develop without warning. But with annual checkups, routine screenings, and knowing your numbers, like blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar, you can take control before problems start. I take my blood pressure twice a day. Twice a day, Mace. I never take it when I'm thinking about you.
Twice a day? Wow.
Morning and night, but I never take it when I'm thinking about you, because then it would be a little bit high.
Of course it would,
Talk to your doctor about important screenings like prostate and colorectal exams. Get that hand up the wazoo. Poop in a box.
Poop in a box.
Stay active with regular exercise. Eat a balanced diet. And don't overlook your mental health. People are crazy out there, like Mace and I.
Yes.
We take mental health drugs. Why not? Makes life better. Prioritizing sleep, managing stress, and staying connected are just as important as physical fitness. Providence brings together the best minds in men's health, keeping you in the game with expert care and compassionate support right here in Southern California. Protect your health and get back to the moments that matter most. Learn more at Providence.org. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California. Momo's next on a live Imaging Tuesday on ESPN LA.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
The King is leaving Los Angeles.
Wait,
wow. Because he will play elsewhere. Wow.
After years of memorable moments, it all comes to an end.
Do you think that the people in LA are cheering or are pissed off?
What's next for the Lakers? What's next for LeBron? And what does this mean for the future of the NBA?
LeBron is saying, I will play, but hey, Lakers, not for you.
Hear every reaction, every opinion, every breaking update. The home of the purple and gold is 710 ESPN.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
1:33 on a live MG Tuesday presented by Providence. What a day it is to be part of us listening. Thank you to being part of your day. 7:10 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app, and on the YouTube. Get in that chat, sucker.
Yeah.
At ESPN Los Angeles. Thanks for spending your day with Mason Ireland. Marcus sitting in for Johnny I.
You guys have been on all day. We've been on since 7 a.m. on this thing, right?
Yeah.
You rolled for a couple of extra hours.
Well, yeah, we kept going on YouTube. The Rich Eisen Show reacted and did their thing terrestrially, but we kept it flowing on YouTube.
You did it extra
Why not?
terrestrially.
Yeah.
Why not?
Tappy's eyes were all bloodshot by the end.
Well, no, so here's the thing.
Tappy
They
was
always are.
glassy
They
eyed.
always are.
Are they really
Yeah,
always?
He says it's because of the light. I think he's just a drug addict.
No, I don't think he's a drug addict.
I mean, even if he is, it's okay. He's talented.
Yeah, I know, but we don't want him to be a drug addict.
Let's see. I don't know. Did he sign his contract yet? I don't know if he'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Oh,
for
right.
a
His
windy
contract
Wednesday.
is up. That's right. Windy Wednesday
What happened to
tomorrow.
Momo? Where'd she go? Oh, there she is.
It's Momo Tuesday.
Momo.
Momo
wish
Tuesday.
By the way, I wish it was Momo Tuesday.
Yeah?
She could come on all the shows.
Why not?
Momo, I keep seeing
You know where to
on.
find me.
I keep seeing you on SportsCenter. They keep popping you up there.
Oh,
and-
you know what was so funny? They came to me for a third question. Something happened with.
Oh, I saw this, and you couldn't hear the question.
I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
And, that's
Greg, we got to figure out the things back here, man. What's going on?
The things are things.
Here, you can use mine. You can use mine.
Okay, there you go.
So they came to me, and I couldn't hear at all what he was saying.
Yep.
And then I couldn't. I was like, "What's happening? Am I waiting for something? I don't know what's going on." And then I'm like, "Oh shoot! I think I'm still on air.
You were
so
still.
don't do anything
don't
stupid
do
with your
anything
face.
You were on the air the entire time.
Oh God! I was like, I'm gonna look down at my phone. I
You
don't know.
did look down at your
I
phone.
did. And so then I redialed the number.
Right.
Because I was like, am I on? And I called back.
See, what I thought was going on was
I couldn't hear
that
anything.
you were getting an important
No,
text,
I wouldn't
and
do
so
that.
you were ignoring the question.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. The phone went dead.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, literally like it went dead.
So now, today,
let's talk.
let's talk.
We got a lot to say.
We got us Ramona
Did
Shelburn
I not
in the
tell
studio.
you yesterday?
Yeah.
What did I text you? You can go ahead and say.
Can I
Not exactly. Just censor it. Censor
it. Okay.
Say, I think he's leaving. I think he's breaking up with them.
Yeah, you said
let me see what I texted you.
Ron hasn't told the Lakers whether he's playing at Rich Paul's in Europe, but supposedly they're talking later today. They like
okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's breaking up.
Now,
I think
so is this LeBron breaking up with the Lakers, or is this the Lakers sort of?
Yeah, I said just raising the issue just in case,
Right.
And I said I think he's I think yesterday, I think Bron is breaking up with them.
Yep.
Like it just
now. Do you think? Marcus asked a good question.
Is this Bron breaking up with them, or is this the Lakers sort of setting it up and just kind of being emotionally distant,
or is
so
this
that Bron wants
by mutual agreement parting? Conscious uncoupling.
Can it be?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? That's a great way to put it. I'm gonna steal that.
Well, that was Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin from Coldplay.
Yes.
They were consciously uncoupling.
I kind of feel like I did at the end of Fight Club, and this is a spoiler alert. I'm not going to say what it is.
The movie's like 30 years old.
He was kicking his own ass.
Yeah.
Basically the spoiler.
Basically, okay.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? I should have. Oh, now I see it. Okay. I mean, every once in a while, people tell you exactly what they're doing.
Yep.
And it's just a question of whether you believe them or not.
Right.
And the Lakers went into a meeting with Luka Doncic last year. Remember when Brian Windhorst and I did this whole story about how they met with Luka at Craig's on Melrose?
Oh, sure.
And I spent way too much time figuring out the front door or the back door and comparing the paparazzi
They went
photos.
in the back door and came out the front door, right?
Luka went in the back door.
Oh.
All three of the non-famous people went in the front door. And then all four of them went out the front door.
Oh.
Okay. And Luka was carrying the binder.
The binder.
The binder. Okay. Listen, this took a lot of research here. Okay.
I
had to
know. The
confirm
binder,
everything.
the
and then
binder at
research.
Craig's with the chicken parm. I get
But
it.
guess what? And the pigs in a blanket. and all
by
that.
the way,
Yeah.
their dessert pizza, fantastic.
Super good.
Yeah.
And they had some really expensive some kind of wine that was amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. It's in the story. And in that meeting, they talked about, this is why you should sign an extension with us, Luka. We're committed to building the team around you, face of the franchise, yada, yada. And they said, starting in the summer 26, we're going to have all this cap space. We're going to go get you some guys.
Yep.
Where did that cap space come from?
LeBron leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not in the plans. So we wrote it last year, and I remember that was a very uncomfortable couple of weeks for Brian and I, because it was not a nice story. And then, Rich Paul gave that quote. And it was sort of like, we understand the Lakers, and it was supposed to be nice. He gave that to Shams. Remember that?
Yep.
And then they all just kind of had to come uncomfortably back together again. And the fact that like Luka and LeBron respect each other, they genuinely respect each other. I think as players and as men, I think they just were professionals. I think they just did their jobs. They played it out.
By the way, can we just say, LeBron did the Lakers an enormous solid by telling them before
this morning
free agency
he
started
dragged
that
us
he
out
was
another
gone.
week or so.
He could have strung us out, and he didn't.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
like to me, it's interesting that we've gotten to the okay, yeah, we all season long. I think you asked me 10 times, and I said, "Do you think LeBron comes back?"
Yeah.
I go, I mean, the way he's playing right now, why wouldn't you bring him back?
Right,
You know, right?
right.
He's a really good player. I mean, he carried him against Houston as the season. And even like a couple weeks ago, I was like, I'm still like 90% he's going to come back. They could pay him the most money. And, blah,
At
blah.
one point, I think Ireland, what was his highest percentage? He wrote his percentages on the board.
Maybe like 70?
At one point, he had it 70% Lakers.
70.
Yeah.
It was like 70% Lakers, like 25% somewhere else, like 5% retirement, I think.
Yeah, that was basically what he called. At one point, he adjusted it over a period of time. Can I just add something? This is a little color, Dave McMenamin. LeBron James has instructed Rich Paul to talk to everyone around the league who's interested in playing for them and come back to him with what the options are so he can make his decision. After taking time to decompress and undergo some self-assessment, LeBron James came to the conclusion that he wanted to continue to play meaningful, competitive basketball. Now, I don't quite get that. You can play competitive, meaningful basketball right here. I think this is a happiness move, isn't it? More than it's a competitive move, Momo? Is he doing this for happiness, or is he doing...
Yes, the answer to both is yes.
So both competitive and happy.
I think this is the best move for all involved.
Yeah.
I really do. I don't think he would continue to be happy here as the third wheel.
Yep.
As 3 out of 3.
Yep.
Okay. They just paid Austin. So in terms of who's eating first.
Yep.
It's Luka, it's Austin, and then it's LeBron.
Yep.
And salary-wise, it was going to finally reflect that, which is uncomfortable. He's one of the greatest players of all time, if not the greatest. Like, I don't think he would have been happy in that role. And I don't know that they're competitive with him in that role because, quite frankly, they need to build the team different.
Mm-hmm.
This is not how you would build a team around Luka. Like, LeBron and Luka did their best with an awkward fit.
Right.
They both are the same player. They're both ball dominant point forwards.
Yeah.
They're great, and it's really nice to play with a guy like AR. Now, there was a stretch there where they all three played together and they had some good metrics, but it didn't last long. And I think they've got to get better in the front court.
Yep.
They have some meetings this afternoon with free agents. I think Jalen Duren is a name that you really want to look at and see what happens there. It's a very risky game.
Super risky.
With restricted free agents. I wonder.
What about Walker Kessler?
Both,
Same deal?
Same deal.
I think I read that they're both having conversations today.
Yeah, that's right. I would say.
Is Marcus Smart coming back?
Don't think so.
Is Luke Kennard coming back?
Don't know. I would have said yes yesterday. He might go. Now today, I've heard something else.
And Rui Hachimura?
I think so.
You think he's coming back?
I think Rui's coming back.
I think he should be. Actually, Marcus Smart, they're going to have a hard time facing or finding another point of attack defender as good as Marcus Smart was for keying that defense last year.
But they might find somebody who's a better shooter and can create some offense.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it inevitable that it was going to be this awkward? I mean, the whole binder thing. I mean,
this wasn't awkward. Have you been here? Remember Shaq and Kobe? Remember Stay D12?
Yeah.
Dwight wanted Kobe to get amnestied, and I mean, that was awkward.
That was awkward.
This is about as clean of a baton pass as you can have between two superstars.
Right, and he did tell us.
They're hugging each other.
He did tell us that's it. Jeannie sent out a nice tweet. Magic sent out a nice tweet. LeBron sent out a nice tweet. Kareem tweeted.
This is all choreographed, guys.
Yeah.
Like, nothing happens like this so cleanly. Like,
so come on. Is it Golden State?
Okay, you want to do the pie?
Yeah, let's do the pie. Let's have some pie.
70% Golden State.
Okay.
Let's go 10% Cleveland, 5% Miami, 5% something else.
5% something else.
Look, I don't know where. I'm not going to report this.
Right. Okay. Not reporting.
Wildly speculating.
Wild speculation.
Wild speculation. I just keep thinking Phoenix or Denver should call too.
Yeah. Now, I heard I was listening to NBA radio today, and they said Denver was certainly one of the teams that he could
took
consider.
A meeting with them before. He's got a good relationship with Josh Kroenke. There's video of him and Joker, like, yucking it up in the middle of a game. It's totally not Joker style to play with a guy who brings the circus to town. Totally an anti-Denver Nuggets culture. But guess what? Denver just lost.
Yeah.
In this first round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they just lost in the first round. It was a really bad loss.
I mean, if you're Joker, I mean, you don't really like to be in the spotlight anyway. Why not have somebody who can bring, maybe not the circus, but at least kind of take that off you a little bit?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true.
Also, his deal's up. I mean, not up.
Yeah, right.
He could extend or not extend.
He's on a clock right now, right? He's got one more year after this year.
I think Phoenix is super interesting. You know, you saw that. Just remember that video of him yucking it up with Dylan Brooks and Devin Booker on the sideline. Those things never happen by accident. They just don't happen in LeBron land by accident. That's not just something we all caught on camera.
Okay.
Coming
up next, I want to ask you about LeBron's very complicated legacy.
I like that question.
Here in Los Angeles. In the meantime, it's a Cosm Ticket Thursday. Call 877-710-ESPN. Right now, caller number 7 gets a 4-pack of tickets to watch Argentina Messi round of 32 match at Cosm on Friday. Experience international soccer like never before. I'm telling you, Cosm will blow your mind. The very best way to watch a game if you can't be in the stadium is going to Cosm. And it's in shared reality. You'll absolutely love it. 877-710-ESPN right now for a 4-pack of GA tickets. And if you want to get your own tickets, if you don't win, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The next great story in Los Angeles is happening in Glendale. Hyundai of Glendale is now open. Lease a brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SC for just $279 per month. Plus, enjoy owner's assurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call 818-222-8000 or visit HyundaiofGlendale.net.
$279 per month plus tax. Closed and lease for 24 months. $39.99 total due at signing plus government fees and taxes. On approved above average credit through HMF. 0 security deposit. 75 miles per year. 20 cents per excess miles. Expires 6/30/26.
chapter closes and a city reacts.
LeBron realizing, hey, I don't have a voice in that organization anymore.
That's right.
LeBron James is gone. Now, the questions begin.
Does LeBron feel wanted by the Lakers? I don't think he felt wanted by the Lakers.
The next era starts now.
I think it really just comes down to what Luka wants. Luka seems like he's wanting guys from other teams to come and build a team around him.
Breaking it down all day on the home of the Lakers, 710 ESPN.
Pros, save more on what you need to get the job done right. Right now at Lowe's. Get 15% off select custom entry and interior doors. Plus, save $80 on the DeWalt 20-volt Max 2-tool combo kit. Now just $169. And at the Lowe's Pro Desk, bring us your materials list and get a quote in minutes. Handwritten, a photo, or even a sticky note is all you need. Keep your jobs moving faster and on budget at Lowe's. Valid through 7/8 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
When we started Oakland Roots Sports Club, we needed a strong foundation. Gusto has had our back since day one, making sure every hire, every paycheck, and every player is taken care of. They're the team behind our team. With Gusto, we stay rooted and give Oakland the love it deserves. I'm Idris Argandawal, co-founder of Oakland Roots and Gusto customer since 2018.
See why 500,000 businesses trust Gusto for payroll, HR, and more. Get started for free at gusto.com/roots.
147 on a Live Imaging Tuesday. The Gambler. Kenny Rogers. Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. What a
Love
day.
this song.
Hey, LeBron.
This is one of my songs, man.
Yeah, get out of here, you stinking bum.
Your money.
Bye-bye,
While
Bron.
you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough to count.
Momo is here.
I love
Ramona
this
Shelburn.
song.
When the dealing's done.
It's always my favorite when Momo's here.
Me too.
I'm fired
I
up
love
today.
when Momo's here.
I love big news days. Don't you love them?
You know what? It is so much fun.
I took the damn boot off. I can't walk around with that stupid thing on a day like this.
How's the ankle?
Not great.
This is the kind of day. Oh, is your ankle still killing you?
Yeah, but I just took the boot off because I can't walk with that damn thing.
Yeah,
I'm
like, what the hell?
I
Are you
gotta
supposed
walk
to
from
say
here
in the
over there, and I'm like,
Aren't you supposed to stay in the booth, though?
I should. It's okay. I can walk with that.
Have you talked to Dr. Clapper?
I haven't. I need to call him.
I'm going to text him.
Okay.
Send him a text.
I will.
At least get his
By the
advice.
way, no Dr. Clapper today. He usually joins us Tuesdays at 1:30. He'll join us tomorrow, obviously, with the breaking news.
Yes.
You know.
Should we do some
we'll
Clapper
be on
vision
tomorrow.
on the LeBron legacy? No.
Yeah, no.
Do it.
Actually, yes, a Momo vision.
Okay. I don't have to do the Clapper.
No, you do not.
Okay. Because that would be
It's like a Pringle, and there's a gummy bear, and then another Pringle, and that's your spine.
I think I just lost that again.
Okay.
Anyway,
Legacy of LeBron James.
Yeah. He came here, and it was an awkward fit to begin with. He wanted a legacy franchise. There was no really good place for him to go after Cleveland, and the Knicks weren't very good back then. The Lakers weren't very good back then, but LA is nice, and it's a good legacy brand franchise that had some young players, and he showed a lot of trust in the Laker ownership and front office to get him a superstar to play with relatively soon. He came even when the Spurs tried to leverage Kawhi Leonard.
Right.
And he came without him, and then they went and got Anthony Davis a couple years later. He restored the Lakers to, I wouldn't say just prominence, I would say he restored the Lakers to relevance.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that's probably his biggest legacy here in LA is restoring the Lakers to relevance. They were awful.
Yeah, I mean,
in those 6 years.
They missed the playoffs over and over again. 27 wins the year before LeBron got here. It was
terrible.
Yeah.
Just remember,
awful.
I mean, I used to listen to Ireland on those broadcasts, and he was like, let's make some lemonade out of these. Like, Jordan Clarkson is awesome. And, look what we found. And I mean, it was some lean years.
It was a tough time.
Lean years. And it was back in the Jim Genie years. So LeBron came here, returned them to relevance, respectability, won them a title within 2 years. He had an MVP season, even though he didn't win MVP.
Didn't win it, but yeah.
I voted for him. I just don't think he ever embraced Los Angeles. And I don't think
Los Angeles never embrace him?
Now, let me say it again very cleanly so you can use this again.
Yep.
I don't think he ever embraced Los Angeles, and I don't think Los Angeles ever embraced him because he was not Kobe Bryant. That's just it.
Yeah.
He's just not Kobe.
I don't think you're wrong, but that's such a hard standard, right?
So irrational.
It's true, though.
Right, but it doesn't have to be a binary choice.
It didn't have to be because I know you were in line at the Blaze Pizza, okay?
I was in Culver City for the Blaze Pizza, yep.
It all starts there. But it all starts also that his first press conference after leaving Cleveland and coming to Los Angeles was in Cleveland or in Akron, not in Los Angeles. He never even did a press conference here. He never said, I'm here, King James is in L.A. I don't think he ever embraced L.A., whereas like the first day Luka got here, he like bought everyone parking.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Right.
It was, he like immediately
He
was like,
fixed a mural, a Kobe mural.
yeah, a Kobe mural, and he paid
money
for
to
parking
help
and
pay for it. Yeah,
it's
I mean,
just-
all
there's
that.
just little things you can do to connect with the city that I don't feel ever happened when LeBron was here. And I know that a lot of people, I mean, the Lakers should absolutely feel great about the LeBron James era. They won a title. They're relevant again. You know,
And you really think people, yeah, I guess I'm not, this is an irrational thought, but LA did turn it into a binary choice, either Kobe or LeBron. Now, I'm a Kobe and LeBron person. I think LeBron has been a great player for the Lakers, is, for me, the greatest player of all time, has all the records, all that stuff. And I have the ability to hold two things in my mind at the same time. Kobe, iconic Laker, what he accomplished, never to be matched, galvanized the city, and LeBron James, greatest scorer in the history of the league and a guy that won a title.
Okay.
I can hold those two things in my
I'm
head
gonna
at the
ask you,
same time.
I'm going to be the host and ask you questions
good.
now. How many times do you interview Kobe on your show?
Twice.
Okay. If he saw you in the hallway, would he know your name?
Yes.
How many times do you interview LeBron on your show?
5 times.
If he saw you in the hallway, would he know your name?
No.
There you go.
Oh, see, Momo pulled out a little bit of Bergie. That's what Bergie was doing this
you
morning.
know, I just,
Yeah.
there's just wasn't a connection.
Yeah.
Good job, Momo.
You know,
Good job.
Well, he could have messed with me and said yes. But everyone knows who Steve Mason is.
Yeah. No,
my
but
face is on the billboard.
But that is totally the truth.
It is.
I know Kobe called our show in one incident on purpose. I mean,
Kobe listened to your show all the time.
Yeah, he came on a lot.
He would text me when we were on air.
Yep.
And he would say things like what we were talking about. He would like chime in the same way like when I'm listening to you guys.
Yep.
I
get
chime
your
in with
text
something.
messages, yep.
You know, I mean, he would like chime in. He was listening all the time.
Yeah.
Not because he like wanted you to say, "Hey, I just got a text from Kobe," just because he was part of the daily conversation. He cared. He had roots here.
Yeah.
It's his home. LeBron lives here. He's building a house here.
Yep.
It's a beautiful house. His kids went to school here. Bronny went to Sierra Canyon and all the things. But I don't necessarily feel like there's a real genuine connection. I think it's just because he got here later in his career.
But it's beyond that. It's all the crap that goes along with LeBron.
Yeah.
It's like last year the picture came out of LeBron with the Clippers logo behind him, and you're like, why the F are you doing
Like
that?
Kobe would never do that.
Kobe would never do that.
I
He would
know.
never do the weird trolling and passive aggressive stuff that LeBron
But,
does.
okay, if we had Lindsay in here and we asked her if people in Cleveland felt a connection to LeBron, the answer is unequivocally yes.
Yeah.
Because he is a son of Akron.
Correct.
That is his home. That is the place that birthed him. That is the place that raised him. It's where
It's
he
a place
brought
where
it.
he has his promise
Yes.
school, all that
He
stuff.
brought
yeah.
his championship back to the land. Like, that's where his best years were.
They only have like one championship, so he was responsible for that.
Yeah, and he came home.
Yeah, but the Lakers, they were champions long before
That's
LeBron
right.
ever got
He's
here.
just he's another guy.
Yeah,
Now,
I mean, he's never going to be in the same pantheon with the Lakers greats. He's
Pantheon, that was
he's
nice.
never going to be considered with Magic and with Kobe and with
when I think of
Kareem.
LeBron, I will always think of him as a Cleveland
As a
Cavalier.
Cavalier,
yeah.
He was also here in Los Angeles, but he's a Cleveland Cavalier. Like, that's just how you think of it. I mean, it's like you got him. Now, has there been anyone traded here later in their career who we do think of as a Laker? Pau Gasol, I guess.
Yeah, sure, Pau
see,
Gasol.
And that's kind of my feel is
Shaq?
that, like,
I mean, that wasn't
Oh,
his
yeah,
first
Shaq.
team.
I feel like
Well,
Laker,
I mean, it wasn't Kareem's first team.
Lakers fans, they embrace Powell more than they embrace.
But
LeBron,
these were their best years. Were here.
Right.
Powell won titles here. Shaq won titles here. They came of age here. They stayed here. They signed extensions. With LeBron, it just felt transactional. Like it felt like a good place for him to be, and they needed a star, and they really appreciated him. And I don't think that he should. I don't think we should forget how important he was right after Kobe died, and carrying the franchise emotionally and being the guy standing on that mic.
Yep.
That first night afterwards
with the script,
Yeah.
then throwing it away and speaking from his heart.
Yeah.
I thought it was
It was probably the most genuine I've seen him.
it was a real moment.
It was a real moment, and I think it meant a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah. All right, you want to hang around?
Yeah, sure.
Just hang around.
I have at least 20, 30 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little fast track, and you can react to that stuff, and we're going to continue with free agency. We are now an hour and 4 minutes away from the start of free agency in the NBA, and we're all over it for you. If something breaks at any point, we will jump right in and get you that information as fast as we can. It's Live Imaging Tuesday. Morales is hanging out. Marcus is in for John Ireland today, who's off gallivanting across Europe. I think he's at Lake Como with George Clooney right now.
If I called him, I bet he would answer. Have you texted him yet today?
I thought about texting him, and then I thought, no, he probably wants to not be doing work.
It's 10 p.m. his time.
10 p.m. his
I'm
time.
texting him right now.
You think he's probably hanging around, watching his phone, watching the Twitter to see what they do? I bet he is.
100%.
I bet he is.
He is not that balanced.
No. He's got to be disgusted with the fact that LeBron's not here. It's a star effing driven town.
They might get another
Now
star.
He's gone.
Well, you got a star. His name is Luka Doncic. That's your man.
No, it's amazing how everybody forgets about Luka today.
No, I'm not.
Oh, my God. What are we going to do without LeBron?
Well, wait, yeah, but
you're an apologist today.
No, replace him. Just tell me the combination of players that replaces LeBron James.
How did it work
James
for you since 2020? You had all that, and it didn't work out for you then.
I literally saw the guy win a playoff series by himself.
You're right. You don't think you can do that with Luka, a healthy Luka and Austin Reeves?
A healthy Luka, you absolutely
okay,
can.
then.
I'm not saying all is lost.
No, you're acting today like all is lost. What are we going to do without LeBron?
What? No, it's what is Rob Pelinka going to do to replace him? That's what I care about. I have already moved on in my life.
You said earlier you wanted Austin Reeves. You got Austin Reeves, and you got Luka. You said earlier you would take Austin Reeves over LeBron at this point.
Of course.
That's what you got.
Yeah.
So be happy.
I'm not unhappy. Why do you say I'm unhappy?
And now you don't have to deal with a lunatic playing his little games in social media every day.
Yeah, I'm happy to move on. I just want to know what Rob Pelinka is going to do.
The scumbag was for you, not LeBron.
Yeah. Well, right back at you. Game recognized game. All right. Fast Tracks coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. You know, the FIFA World Cup doesn't create legends. It reveals them. Actually, I'm going to just throw away the script because it's stupid.
You're just like LeBron.
Exactly. I'm throwing away the script. So COSM is the most unbelievable spot to watch any sporting event. And right now the World Cup is happening. I mentioned a while ago we gave away some tickets to see Messi on Friday night as Argentina plays in the knockout round. And you can watch any and every game at COSM. And at COSM, you're not just watching a game. You're like in the game. You're like at the game. You're like on the pitch watching World Cup soccer. Because they've got cameras all over the place. They're showing you every angle. You're surrounded by it, above you, below you. You got a cool seat. They're bringing you drinks and bringing you food. It's an unbelievable spot to watch sports. They got all kinds of stuff going on there. For a complete schedule, go to COSM.com. They've also got for the family, they've got Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. They've got Cirque du Soleil for a good date night. They've got Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, again, for the family, and World Cup Soccer is where it's at right now. Again, go to COSM.com. That's COSM.com, COSM.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
America's turning 250 years old, so we're celebrating 2 weekends at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Drive-in movie night at Oasis Pool. Movies, popcorn, and a lazy river.
Number 2.
Stop by for a free commemorative Independence Day cap. Pick it up at Morongo Rewards, the Fort.
And the number 1 reason.
$250,000 cash giveaway. Earn entries playing your favorite games now. Be here July 3rd to win.
Morongo, good times.
The King is leaving Los Angeles.
Wait, wow. Because he will play elsewhere. Wow.
After years of memorable moments, it all comes to an end.
Do you think that the people in LA are cheering or are pissed off?
What's next for the Lakers? What's next for LeBron? And what does this mean for the future of the NBA?
LeBron is saying, I will play, but hey, Lakers, not for you.
Hear every reaction, every opinion, every breaking update. The home of the purple and gold is 710 ESPN.
Los Angeles, your Rams have reloaded, and they're ready to kick off their 2026 campaign. Reigning Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett joins reigning MVP Matthew Stafford to lead the Rams into massive matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, Packers, and more. To experience every matchup live and enjoy home playoff ticket access, plus interest-free monthly payment plans and stadium event pre-sale access, visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Get your Rams season tickets today.
The home of
USC football. And now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
And it is time for our Fast Track.
Fast Track. The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for our Fast Track.
Down low is 350Q, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, open race games.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
And before we get to Fast Track, the Washington Wizards, according to Mark J. Spears, are not interested in trading 10-time NBA All-Star forward Anthony Davis and are not listening to trade offers for him. Another NBA team exec says Wizards GM Will Dawkins is a huge fan of AD. Does that jive for you, Momo? That's all right.
Yeah, I don't think they want to trade him. They want him on their team.
Yeah. And there was some linkage between if they get AD, then LeBron will go up at Golden State.
Yeah, let me say this very carefully. The Wizards traded for Anthony Davis with the intention of having him on the roster.
Right.
He's got 2 years left on his contract, although one of those is a player option. So they had begun to discuss an extension, but they can't do that until August. And I think the Warriors feeling about it was if they get LeBron, and he wants somebody like that, then they'd explore it. But this idea that they would get AD first didn't make sense to anyone on either side. And I can say fairly unequivocally, there have been no substantive conversations between the Warriors and the Wizards.
Okay.
As of right now. There's maybe been one call, which was not really a conversation about trading him. It was more, we're not trading him. And why is this out there?
Okay, I want to mention breaking news brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a location near you. All right, to some Fast Track. Em, what do we got?
Also, other news is that Serena Williams is out of Wimbledon singles.
Oh,
she
no.
lost in her first round. The 20-year-old Maya Joyt, I think.
Damn, 20-year-olds.
That was fast.
She lost 5-3. Then she won the second set 6-7. And then
6-7.
5-6-3 the next one. I'm looking up at the TV. That's why I know.
Oh, 6-3. Okay.
But I have some non-sports related news.
Okay,
so,
let's do it.
We'll get a little palate cleanser here.
Cool.
So the person that Taylor Swift dated for the longest, his name is Joe Alwyn. He is now dating a new person. Her name is Sarah Pigeon. She was in the FX show Love Story. She played Carolyn Bessette in that show.
She was very good. I fell asleep to that show.
He has just while he was dating Taylor Swift, they were very private. They almost never got paparazzi together. They would definitely never be seen doing PDA. Well, guess what he's doing right now? He has been PDAing, paparazzi'd all over the place with his new girlfriend, Sarah Pigeon, because Taylor Swift is getting married this week. I feel like it's a little bit of that. So, is this rubbing it in the face of his ex? Does he want to tell Taylor, hey, I'm happy now? Or is it just coincidence?
I feel like is there an in between? Like I don't know that it's rubbing it in. Why does Taylor care?
Why she dated him for 6 years. She thought she was going to marry him, and then they ended up breaking up.
She thought she was going to marry a lot of people.
No, she didn't. She really only thought with this guy.
What about Ben Affleck? Oh, no, Jake Gyllenhaal.
That was
Remember
very brief when she was 21, and I think there's a reason that sweater is an allegory.
Yeah, okay, it's an allegory. Got it. Yeah, I think he probably is. I think if my ex went on to be, I don't know, getting married at Madison Square Garden, I would probably send out some PDA pics just to say, I'm still okay.
Momo, what do you think?
I'm doing fine.
I would just let it lie if I was him. Like, nobody even knows his name. Like
Joe Alwyn? He's a nice actor.
I know, but he doesn't need
He does stuff with, like, Yorgos Lanthimos. He's not that famous of an
honestly,
actor.
he's not that famous, and now you're interjecting yourself into a storyline that doesn't need to involve you. Like, just let her live. Let her do the wedding. let all the stuff be about her and Travis and whatever. Like, I just wouldn't interject myself. If you're truly happy, you don't need to tell everyone else.
So
you are.
is he saying things, or he just happens to be caught in photos?
He has been being caught making out with Sarah Pigeon and paparazzi images all over, which we know, as we know, he probably called them.
Or their publicist called,
exactly.
That's
somebody on either of their teams called somebody to get to
Do you know somebody? I once had a paparazzi guy taking pictures of me walking down the street in Beverly Hills, and I was like, "What's happening here?" Like, I'm not famous.
I'm scanning for news and something.
It's really embarrassing. Like the photos they took of me, I look really weird, and I'm walking, and I'm like, I kind of noticed the guy, and I'm like, what? Like, I don't know. It's because I was in one of those hotels in Beverly Hills.
You're always cool. Always.
Well,
cool.
here's something. So this has been TMZ has a video of this that Walker Kessler just landed in LA after the LeBron news broke out.
His meetings landed.
I know, but his meetings are at the CAA office in LA.
Yes.
So that's why he's in LA.
Because his agents are in Century City.
Right.
That's where the building is. You know where that is? It's right by the mall.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
It's right
across the street from the Century
Century-
Plaza.
yeah.
Could mean anything.
They tore down the Schubert for that.
No, he said, no, I can tell you. He's doing meetings at that office today, starting at 3:01.
So you think the Lakers are going to be at one of those meetings?
I believe they are.
Okay.
I can't say that 100%, but I don't know if they're going to be there or just call in.
All right.
You know,
Walker Kessler
something
has
like that.
landed. That is the update.
Do we want one more fast track?
Yeah, hang on. I want to mention, go ahead. Let's do another fast track.
Okay, one more fast track, and this is from me. And so back to Taylor Swift, as we always like to do. Apparently, their invites came with an NDA. Would you do anything that you had to sign an NDA for?
Oh. Answer is unequivocally yes.
There probably is something. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Unequivocally yes. Come on.
Yeah?
I mean, I'm not going to say what it's going to be, but it's going to be something good.
Have you ever signed an NDA?
Have I signed an NDA? Maybe I have.
I have.
I think I have, but it was like some filming thing. Wasn't
it's
anything
probably
good.
something like that. It wasn't anything salacious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have stuff I
bet you have.
Obviously, you can't talk about it.
bet
because
you
you're
have.
an NDA.
You can't tell us.
I bet you
I'm
have.
just going to say I have stuff.
Okay.
All right. Hey, I wanted to mention this.
Tell me during the break, don't you?
I'll tell you at the break. I want to just get this in. The earthquake in Venezuela has been devastating, and they are still trying to, save people who are under rubble and all that stuff. The pictures are hard to watch. Sorry about that. That is me. It's a terrible situation, and you can help people affected by the Venezuela earthquakes. Your donation through redcross.org/ESPN enables the Red Cross to prepare for, to respond to, and to help people recover from this disaster. And our thoughts and our prayers are with everybody in Venezuela right now. All right. So should we break and go do another fast track? What do you
Sure,
want
let's do that. We can break and go to another fast track.
Okay, we'll do a break. We'll come back to fast track. We'll get you the latest. Again, we're counting down.
I have a John Ireland update.
Oh, did he text you back?
He sent me a picture.
Oh, is he at Lake Como?
He's on the lake.
Oh, no way! He's on Lake Como. God.
Is he toasting to something? Is he toasting to LeBron being gone?
No. He said, I'm kind of busy.
Yeah.
And then I said, I bet Mason that you were on Twitter. And he said, I will be in an hour.
There you go. All right. Coming up next for you, some more Fast Track and some more NBA free agent news. Mason and Ireland. Momo's hanging out. Marcus Grant in for John. 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Right now, for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Elantra for $199 a month or get $2,000 bonus cash. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Hurry, offers end July 6th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner in Blue Ice Vodka Delivers, America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka, vodka with standards.
A chapter closes and a city reacts.
LeBron realizing, hey, I don't have a voice in that organization anymore.
That's right. LeBron James is gone. Now, the questions begin.
Does LeBron feel wanted by the Lakers? I don't think he felt wanted by the Lakers.
The next era starts now.
I think it really just comes down to what Luka wants. Luka seems like he's wanting guys from other teams to come and build a team around him.
Breaking it down all day on the home of the Lakers, 710 ESPN.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Hot damn! Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Fast Track. And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 710 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right. Vroom, vroom, Em.
Vroom, vroom. You know what makes me, a little annoyed every 4 years or every 2 years if you care about the Women's World Cup? Is when people who don't watch soccer that have opinions about soccer want to change soccer. What I got frustrated by yesterday was Craig saying that extra time was a waste.
I think extra time is a waste.
In our group chat, I'll just explain it for people who don't know.
Yeah.
So it was an incredible series of games yesterday. We had 3 games in which the score flipped in the stoppage time.
Oh, the
2 games went
the
to
Netherlands
PKs.
game was unbelievable in PKs.
And then the Germany game where they lost to who did they lose to? Paraguay.
Mm-hmm.
So it was an incredibly exciting game yesterday. But extra time is valuable. It's important because PKs are a gimmick. Like, they are integral to the game because they do happen sometimes in the game, but they are a gimmick. They're not real soccer. It is soccer, but it's not real soccer. You want to have as much time, as Mike Trudell explained, to have the 11v11 challenge each other. But I think that is a very American thing and a very football thing.
Well,
just get rid of that stuff. It's valuable.
Let me just throw you the alternative. Nobody was on attack in that extra time.
Okay.
So they were playing for PKs.
Yes. Yeah. One team is playing for PKs. One team was not playing for PKs.
Morocco was aggressive, and the Netherlands laid back.
Yes. So there is strategy to extra time. If you care about extra time and you care, I just think that I don't love it when people who don't watch soccer regularly want to change soccer.
Well, you can do that, but you're excluding a lot of people who are trying to learn soccer and understand soccer right now. I am not a professional soccer fan.
It would be
I'm watching all these games and hanging on every shot.
It would be like, though, if you wanted to say, hey, let's just do a home run derby for the 10th and 11th inning instead of playing more baseball.
Isn't it the Ghost Runner is not the same thing?
But you don't do it in the postseason.
Yeah.
You don't do it when it actually matters. And so you want more of them actually playing soccer.
Here's the weird thing about soccer. I was thinking about this last night. It's like you look at the clock and they'll say 6 minutes.
It is the stupidest thing about soccer. The stoppage time is
The stoppage
arbitrary.
time is, it's about 6 minutes or so.
It's assigned by the main referee in the middle.
Right.
He or she has a timer on their watch. And so if in stoppage time someone gets injured or a goal happens and there's a celebration or if there's a PK, you do have to add more stoppage time. They just don't add it to the broadcast.
Right.
So I think if we didn't even see anything, we'd probably be more okay with it.
Yeah,
But-
I agree that stoppage time is essential for soccer because people just stall and they fake an injury and it takes forever and blah, blah, blah. And I just wish they would show that the clock is stopped.
Yes.
Like there's a way to do it where like in basketball, when there's an out of bounds play, the clock is stopped. You can just see when the referee, like stoppage time is just like the most like random. We just have to trust what the referee's doing.
It's going to be about, about 6 minutes or
Why don't
so.
we just have an official timer?
round-
it's
Well,
just-
I mean, I think
like it would totally solve everything.
But like the
I will
referee
say-
is the official timer, right? Like that's
So
kind of how
let
this
his clock
operates.
be linked to a scoreboard or
So that
go
we
to
can
broadcast,
see what
so
the
that we
thing-
can
yeah.
see it and how things are building up. And then there's not this weird, guesswork to it. And there's not this weird, like, just trust me.
I agree.
7 minutes.
I agree stoppage time is important, but I disagree that extra time is a waste. I think extra time is valuable because you want the game to be decided if it can be
100%.
on the field.
PKs are
instead
the
of
worst
PKs.
way to end a game.
PKs are a
But
fantastic way to end the game.
Oh, they're
They're
horrible for the
entertaining.
that was so gripping last
It would
night
be-
watching the PK.
It would be like if you had to make 2 free throws.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like
A free throw shooting contest. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, but at some point, you run up against the limits of the human body. Guys who've been running for 10, 15 miles for over the course of 2 hours. At some point, if you just keep playing, it just gets sloppy.
But I was rooting for PKs. I was rooting against nobody to score in the extra time.
I always, as a goalie, always used to love PKs because I could intimidate the other team.
Sure.
I was once told I was too intimidating.
Yeah, it's
All right.
interesting. One other thing I wanted to say, because I made some notes about soccer last night.
Okay.
There's a Dutch guy. I don't know his name.
Describe more about him.
He got tackled.
Okay.
Last night. And then he laid on the ground for about almost 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And the medical staff came out. And the moment the medical staff came
Stood
out,
up.
popped
He jumped up
and
and he's
went
good to
playing.
go. Yeah.
Like, there should be a penalty on that. You can't,
Penalty
stop
is stoppage
the game.
time.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but still, you can't just lay there, wait for somebody to come attend you, that pop up and play.
Well, now if you
it's a stupid game.
If you
Stupid
dive
thing.
in the box, like if you take a dive, I think you can get a yellow card for that.
You can.
in
Right.
certain situations if they determine.
And by the way, Emily, I'm becoming a bit of a soccer authority.
Let's see in 6 months
Football.
how
I call
locked
it
in you
football
are.
now. I call it football.
Okay. Let's see if you care about the Women's World Cup in a couple of years too. Here's a new development out of the Brendon Sorsby case.
Oh, yeah.
So it is being said that a memo was sent today to all NFL teams to let them know that officially Brendon Sorsby has decided to not pursue litigation and will prepare for the 2027 draft. And he put this out here himself. He tweeted this out there. He says, let me get this up 1 second. He said, there's been a lot of news about me out there, and I want to share this statement to make sure that everything's are clear. I accept 100% responsibility for my actions. I did not have control of my gambling problem, and it took getting caught for me to realize that. But it was truly the best thing that could have happened to me. Because of this, I have been able to get the help I need and fully focus on my recovery. The news about my supplemental draft changes nothing about my recovery journey. I will continue to take on it one day at a time, focusing on myself, getting better throughout the process, and making sure to share what I have learned and will continue to learn from the others going forward. I am fully committed to being the best version of myself that I can be while getting ready for the 2027 draft. God makes no mistakes, and I look forward to seeing the good that comes from this. Do we think we ever see Brendon Sorsby drafted?
How good is he?
He, some people believed, could have been a late first rounder, early second rounder.
Jordan Rogers believes that.
Yes.
I've seen people say he would have gone before Ty Simpson.
Whoa.
There's maybe a world, but he probably would have needed this extra season playing at Texas Tech to really prove himself to be a first round talent.
So here's the thing. I know a lot of, not a lot of, but I have friends who are addicts, who are in 12-step programs, who are in recovery, alcohol, and I have a friend that's in gambling recovery.
Yeah.
And is this guy just done forever in the NFL because he did this? He's in recovery. He went to a treatment center. He's trying to learn from his mistake. Or can you never risk having a quarterback who once bet on games that he was playing?
Yeah,
in?
I mean, I think you have to just have monitor. There has to be big-time safeguards. You have to have, like, maybe monitoring on his phone. He can never have a gambling app. You have to, he has to check in. There has to be all his account. Like, you're going to have some safeguards.
Right.
Like, he's going to have to agree to safeguards because of all this. And if he's good enough, maybe someone will do it.
But is it not like having an alcohol addiction and being a bartender?
It is, except he can find other jobs, and Sorsby has a unique set of skills.
I mean, I hope he gets the help he needs. I'm glad he's in this recovery journey. Brendon Sorsby can get another job. It just won't probably be as lucrative potentially as what the NFL could be.
By the way, I did a segment for Mason Plus last night with Lindsay Theory. She thinks he'll never play in the NFL.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Regardless of talent, never play in the
Well,
NFL.
maybe he goes to like the CFL or a minor league.
The CFL
he's really
also
good.
did ban him.
They said no.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the CFL banned him too. So.
I think UFL was maybe his only option that hadn't gone out and banned him at that
now
point
it's
in
like
time.
that, what's the Chad Powers movie?
Oh,
show.
yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Like Chad Powers, right?
I don't think. I just don't know that for an NFL team, they want to answer the questions. They want to have to deal with that conversation.
There's also going to be suspicion no matter what happens.
He throws 3 picks.
An interception.
Yep.
You're like,
right.
That kind of stuff. So I tend to trust Lindsay Theory and think he's never going to play in the NFL, regardless of talent.
It's like the one thing you can't do in sports.
Yeah.
Like the one thing that is the scarlet letter that you will wear. There are other bad things that seemingly players have come back from. This feels like it's the one thing you can't. Because it destroys the fairness of the game.
Exactly. Momo, do you know what this is?
What?
John Cena?
John Cena.
Okay.
You can't see me?
You can't see me?
You can't see me. Yeah.
John Cena, currently the guest on the Mason Plus podcast.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Mace.
You can go
Little
check
brother?
it out on the ESPN.
That's a hell of a get for you.
ESPN LA YouTube channel. You can watch it.
Dude.
If you want to search for it, Mason, and spell out the word plus. It's on Apple. It's on Spotify. He is terrific.
How'd you pull that one off? I'm impressed.
I know people.
Did you ask him about the choreography at the beginning of each episode of The Peacemaker?
I did not. We did not talk about Peacemaker. We did talk about Pluribus, where he makes a
that was awesome.
really cool guest appearance.
That was good. Okay.
And his new movie's fantastic.
All right,
We
you
talked
got
a
me.
lot of wrestling.
I'm watching. Okay.
Whether he's going to make a new rap album, all this stuff, the origin of this.
Yeah,
it's a really good
I will
conversation.
say he couldn't do this in the World Cup because you can get a red card for that.
That's right.
Red card for this?
If you
For covering
cover
your mouth.
your mouth or your
Oh, that's
face,
right.
you can get a red card because they want to be able to read your lips and see if you say anything inappropriate.
Yeah. Hey, I got a call in about 10 or 15 minutes. Do you want me to stick for a minute and then or
Yeah, stick for a minute.
Okay.
We're going to go. Let's go a little long. Is that
Yeah, we can go along in this segment. Ask Momo some questions.
Okay.
You want to stay here, not break.
Yeah, so let's talk about the Kawhi trade. The Clippers have moved Kawhi to the Toronto Raptors for essentially Brandon Ingram, Brady Dick, 2 first-rounders, 1 pick swap, and 2 seconds. I
Close
don't even
enough.
know how I remembered all that.
Close
but
enough.
that
His name
true.
is Grady.
Oh, Grady.
But it's
I was
close enough.
so damn close.
But everything else sounded solid.
Yeah, I was so damn close.
And yeah,
I went to school with a guy named Brady Dick. That's what it was.
it's just a hell of a name.
So
you know?
what are the Clippers doing?
They're
I
turning
think
the roster
It makes
over.
sense for Toronto.
For both. It's a great trade for both. Like, I think it's a really fun little story. He's comfortable in Toronto. Alex McKechnie's still up there.
That's right.
The Laker guy that runs their physical.
He's the guy that does the bands.
The performance department. He's really ahead of the game, and Kawhi's really comfortable with him.
Irish or Scottish?
Silver Fox. What is he?
He's either Irish or Scottish.
No, I think he's neither. I think he might be Canadian. Might just be Canadian.
That
yeah.
may be okay.
Yeah. But he has an accent.
Yes,
so I'll
he
go
does.
with you there.
Yeah.
He runs that. He's comfortable there, and he didn't burn any bridges. He never told them he was staying. I mean, he won him a championship, and then he left for LA. It was his hometown. It's fine. But they're good again. They got Scotty Barnes. They were in the first round of the playoffs. They pushed Cleveland to the max. That's a good trade for them. They're going to give him an extension. I think it's interesting to see what happens with the Clippers now because
what's left?
They're trying to reload. This was a
They
nice.
got Darius Garland, right?
Yeah, Brandon Ingram.
Brandon
They got
Ingram.
the core of last year's team outside of. Let's see what they do. John Collins and who else? John Collins and Derek Jones Jr. I mean, like
it feels so right on the edge of playing.
Oh yeah. But now they have some draft picks. They didn't have any draft picks, and now they have a lot.
Now they've got draft capital.
And they just got the 5th pick in the draft. They got Keaton Vogler or Wagler. They got to get younger. Like, I think if you're the Clippers, you think of it this way. You had 1 year left to Kawhi. If there was a move they could have made to push them into the top 4 of the Western Conference this year, then you play it out with Kawhi. You go,
right.
Maybe we do an extension with him. Like, can we be contenders this year? But if there's no move out there to make, then you do what's right by Kawhi. He was okay with Toronto. He felt comfortable there. I think one of his children was born there. He still has good ties to the city. He liked the year he spent there.
Right.
And so they did right by him, sending him a place he wanted to go. They got a good return for him. I think there were several other teams in on this. Got draft picks. You replenish it. And you got a good Brandon Ingram was an all-star.
Right,
Score for them.
He was an all-star last year.
I don't know that this is like, you don't have any building blocks anymore.
Right.
You know, maybe Vogler is the number 5 pick in the draft. He's supposed to be a really good player.
Yeah.
But you're getting younger, you're starting over, and now you have some building materials.
That's what I felt like. They needed to get younger. They needed more scoring. So this is a chance, I think, to kind of build that for them.
Look, Kawhi was awesome last year. He played 65 games, and he was All-NBA. And they were at the bottom of the conference.
I think we talked about this yesterday, Jaylen Brown. Will Jaylen Brown move during this next couple of months?
I don't know. I don't think so, no.
You don't think so? You think they're sticking with him?
I don't think they have any offers that are good enough to trade a player of that caliber.
So then they have to figure out a way to kind of make up, rebuild the bridge there.
Yeah, yeah, it's going to be a fun job. Like, I also think everybody's kicking them when they're down.
Yeah,
like they got out over their skis. If you're going to go that far down the road with a star like that, it's you better not miss. And they missed, and now they're having to clean this up. And there's just not. If you're going to trade a guy that good, you got to get a lot for him, and I just don't think there's a lot for him right now.
Okay, let me ask you this: the Lakers it's been reported, and I think you also have indicated that they are in on Quentin Grimes.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about.
What's the story on Quentin Grimes?
Really good player. I think that would be a very nice fit, and I think that might be like. I thought Kennard was coming back. He still might, but I think Grimes might take that kind of money.
Who's going to do the Marcus Smart thing? Who's going to be the point of attack guy?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
And then
let's see what they do with Peyton Watson.
What do you think of this Sandro Mamushvili?
Mamu Keshishvili. I haven't got it yet.
It's a tough one. I may never learn that one.
Just call him Mamu.
Yeah,
I think we're just going to.
Mamu it is.
It's really embarrassing. I go on like national TV and I'm like, Sandro Mamu from Toronto. Yeah, I can't even attempt it.
Mamu Keshishvili.
There it is. That sounds right.
That's it.
Apparently, he's a really good player. Like Bobby Marks told me, he interviewed him before the draft, and he thought he was really impressive personally. Like, he's a hard worker. He's really talented. The analytics guys love him. Like, if they could land him, they certainly have competition. But I've heard they're in a strong position for him.
Yeah.
If they could get somebody like him, I don't know if he has to start or if he grows into that role. That'll be a good pickup. But to me, it really comes down to the restricted free agents and do they throw a max offer at Jalen Duren or Walker Kessler tonight? I don't know if it has to be max for Walker Kessler, but it's got to be a lot.
Does that get announced, by the way? Do we find out that happens, or does it all happen in the shadow of darkness?
I don't know if it'll be announced or if news will just leak out.
I've got so many things.
Yeah, because theoretically then I think they can agree to a deal with somebody.
Don't they agree to it and then
can't be matched until the 7th?
Till the 7th, right?
Right. I think that's.
So we still have another week potentially.
Yeah, and it's very, it's a big risk.
Yeah, it is a big risk.
Big risk, Because
in the end, Detroit just may say,
we got to do it. Or it also depends on the rest of what happens with Detroit.
The other thing is we were talking to Yovan Buha earlier about the idea of a sign and trade. The Lakers don't have really good stuff for a sign and trade.
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
They got 2 first-round draft picks that they can trade.
Yeah.
And some expendable contracts. But I don't know why Detroit would have any interest in
just to get something for their guy.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't answer Detroit's question.
Detroit could also do something with Sacramento, and they could get Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah, Domantas Sabonis in Detroit actually makes sense.
Yeah. He's a lot of money, and he's more expensive, and he has injuries. But
he can score.
He can score.
And
they needed a secondary scorer.
Yeah, they do. But there's also, there could be Tyler Hero. There could be other
Tyler
good players.
Hero. What about Khalil Ware?
I think
You
everybody's
think
calling
Milwaukee
on them.
keeps him?
Maybe. Yeah, it sounds like they could.
Is Tyler Hero an option for here?
I don't see how that makes sense.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I just
Khalil Ware would. But
Khalil Ware is perfect, but Tyler Hero, we don't need another guy who shoots
I don't
and
know,
plays
and
no defense.
We don't need another
Right.
hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need that hero.
There was an interesting side note to this, which I think will be, this is to me a formality, but the Lakers guaranteed Bronny's contract yesterday.
Yeah.
I expect he'll go wherever his dad does.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they would everybody's being nice right now.
Oh, we should really hold out.
That'd be weird.
Make it a really tough trade.
Wouldn't that be weird?
Like, we'll take 2 first-round draft picks for Bronny.
Or they just won't do that trade.
Yeah.
I just think everybody wants to do right by each other right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's being nice.
And I think that's cool and
As
mature. and the
superstar
right thing to
breakups
do.
go, this is pretty good.
Yeah. It's clean. It's a clean break.
Ish.
Yeah, there's stuff.
Yeah. If you put
Momo,
a UV light on it, you might find stuff.
Momo,
but,
you've been terrific today. Are you downtown this week?
Maybe I don't know. I don't think I have anything scheduled tomorrow, but I'm going to be working. I think I'm going to try to write.
We'll get you on the phone tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, cool. Ramona Shelburn hanging out with us. It is a Cosm Ticket Thursday. Call 877-710-ESPN right now. Caller number 7 gets 4-pack of GA tickets to watch Argentina, Lionel Messi and Argentina in the round of 32 match at Cosm on Friday. Experience international soccer like never before in Cosm's immersive shared reality environment. And for more information and tickets, visit Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. All the World Cup games in shared reality. And caller number 7 right now, you're there. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The next great story in Los Angeles is happening in Glendale. Hyundai of Glendale is now open. Lease a new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SC for just $299 a month. Plus, enjoy owner's assurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call 818-222-8000 or visit HyundaiofGlendale.net.
$299 per month plus tax. Closed in lease for 24 months. $39.99 total due at signing plus government fees and taxes. On approved above average credit through HMF. Zero security deposit. 75 miles per year. 20 cents per excess miles. Expire 6/30/26.
Hey guys, it's Cappy, and I'm here with Angelica from Angelica's Insurance, and you can feel it already. The energy, the passion, the entire world coming together for soccer's biggest stage.
Yes, Cappy, we're big soccer fans at Angelica's, and just like your favorite team needs the right defense, you need the right protection too. At Angelica's Insurance, getting families and businesses the best coverage is always our goal. In English y en español.
And that's who Angelica's Insurance is. Call us or visit us, angelicas-ins.com. That's angelicas-ins.com.
The King is leaving Los Angeles.
Wait, wow. Because he will play elsewhere. Wow.
After years of memorable moments, it all comes to an end.
Do you think that the people in LA are cheering or are pissed off?
What's next for the Lakers? What's next for LeBron? And what does this mean for the future of the NBA?
LeBron is saying, I will play, but hey, Lakers, not for you.
Hear every reaction, every opinion, every breaking update. The home of the purple and gold is 710 ESPN.
Red card penalty. Score big flavor with Waba Grill's new Red Card combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken bowl, chili crisp dumplings, and a refreshing penalty punch for a beverage with mango popping boba. An all-star lineup for just $9.99 only at Waba Grill.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
In my world, you're always sorting through information, trying to find what matters most fast. Well, if you're hiring, you can now review all these resumes and applications faster thanks to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter has a new feature that instantly shows you the most interested, qualified candidates first. ZipRecruiter's matching technology finds qualified candidates quickly. And with ZipRecruiter's new feature, qualified candidates show up at the top of your list. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
What's going to go down during Supercross stuff?
We're going to start hearing names. We're going to start hearing signings.
Yeah.
Officially.
Okay.
Sometime between 3:01 and 3:12.
So Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence. Whatever you say, Mace.
Yeah, trust me.
Providence reminds you, Providence.org
To hydrate and moderate, drink plenty of water, and limiting alcohol can be great for chronic conditions and keep your body performing at its best. We've been slamming DeMarco to stay hydrated because, you got really dehydrated there a couple times, and God forbid we lose DeMarco.
Oh,
what
we
are we
can't
going to
lose
do?
DeMarco. Would
you imagine?
It'd just be the Travis show.
Well, no, we would throw something in
Oh,
there.
we throw something in there?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Throw somebody in there.
Game of Games coming up in about 10 minutes with Jacob and Ronnie, and then, as you say, one of the most legendary Supercross
It's going to
talks
be
ahead.
unbelievable. By the way, the start of free agency, this is NBA writer Daniel Starkland. NBA free agency will be very telling as to which direction the Lakers are headed. They can sign 1 to 2 guys in the $10 million range and still maintain close to max cap space to make an offer sheet to Kessler or Duran. But if the signings start coming in, it means they're not getting into the RFA business.
RFA means restricted free agent. In case you didn't know RFA.
No, I appreciate you helping me out.
I didn't know if you knew RFA.
I did, but thank you.
I'm just making sure.
Just a little RFA.
The RFA.
I wanted to play something for you and get your reaction to this because I was entertained. This is Avery Johnson, former NBA coach, on LeBron.
He probably felt like it was mission accomplished, that he has nothing else to prove in a Lakers uniform. He's never was going to be looked upon as the greatest Laker. He wasn't going to send Kobe and Magic and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He went there, he won a championship.
Went there, won a championship, mission accomplished. When you hear that, what do you think, Marcus? Was it mission accomplished?
I don't know. It feels like a kind of a thin mission. If that's mission accomplished, not that it was bad, but yeah, if that was mission accomplished and then was he just getting paychecks the last few years? Like what was the point if he already accomplished the mission?
Again, it's such a mixed bag with him because I know lots of people in town do not like LeBron and are glad that we're not in the LeBron business anymore. And to be honest with you, I am too.
Oh, so I can't keep up with you today.
I feel like he's been consistent.
I've been pretty consistent.
I feel like he's been consistent.
I said,
so you're happy he's gone.
I said I can totally live with this.
LeBron
I think it's
for the work. But
how are we going to replace the points, mate?
Well, I don't know how we're going to. Is it Mamu and Quentin Grimes? Is that? So here's my prediction. They're going to make a bunch of moves here, maybe as soon as 3:01, and everybody on Wednesday is going to complain about Rob Pelinka.
I think they're doing
How
that
are we
already.
going to win with this team?
You're here for sports graffiti. I mean, there are already a couple of those calls coming in.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be tricky to put this puzzle together, and Rob is on the clock now. It's not about LeBron anymore. It's about Rob Pelinka and what he puts together.
So at this point, I mean, because this is obviously Rob Pelinka on the clock, this is everybody figuring out how do you fill the gap. What would be considered a successful season for the Lakers next year? Is it back to being a 4 seed? Is it what? 50? Is it 50 wins? Like, what's successful?
Do you think we can
next
do
year?
that before even seeing the full roster?
I don't know, but
it's like right now they've got like 7 guys,
and Luka and Austin Reeves are two
I'm
of them.
saying, but I can't say they're going to be the 3 seed based on 7 guys.
But you don't think that they're going to be? Do you think they're going to be a playoff team?
Yes.
Okay.
I think they'll be a play. I don't know how if they're going to be a 3 seed again.
I'm buying a Luka jersey. You know why?
Why?
I just want Luka and the Lakers to make LeBron eat his words and all these quotes that are coming out today. You want to go contend for championships? Oh, the Lakers are in rebuild mode. Okay, that's a real classy way to go out, LeBron.
Wait a
real
minute.
classy.
Wait a minute. Here's what he did do. I don't know why I'm in this position of defending LeBron, but
if we could figure out how to get this LeBron thing out of this stand,
you've turned him around.
Well, because we can't
He's
get
turned
it
his
out of the
back
thing.
to us.
Oh, I'd love to take a bat to it today.
Yeah.
Your thought is maybe we should light it on fire.
Yeah,
In fact, the great Jacob Imrani's here.
Oh,
we get ready for
here
Jacob.
Today. Oh, I can't wait to hear his thoughts on
when
this.
we figure out
the
how to
great
get this.
Sasha is here too.
When we figure out how to get this out of the stand, the LeBron thing, I'll go light it on fire in front of Jacob's office.
Oh, I'm sure
right across the
That's
street.
aggressive.
And if somebody gets hurt, he knows
They'll call Jacob.
They'll
yeah.
call Jacob.
Exactly right.
It's a whole big long play. All right, coming up next for this Game of Games, I want to get Jacob's thoughts too on LeBron leaving and what might happen. And Jacob, something could break while we're on the air here. Jacob,
you got to be on guard.
Yeah, it could happen.
Jacob was very standoffish to me when he saw me last week.
Yeah.
And I've been talking about it on the morning show.
That he's been standoffish?
Standoffish
He's
to me
not
the
a
last
standoffish guy.
That's the thing. So I don't know if it's a personal thing I mean,
he's
I
not
think,
standoffish.
I think we do great live.
He's a gregarious guy.
He is, but I think we do great live reads in the morning.
We always do
I
live
hold up
reads.
his beautiful picture in the morning on YouTube and everything.
Okay.
So hopefully he'll be more friendly to me today when I see him in the changeover here.
We will find out. In the meantime, Momo just left, but do you realize that she tomorrow or on Friday is getting her own 2026 Palisade?
Yeah.
Which is the North American Utility Vehicle of the Year. It is incredible. We had this Palisade from Hyundai at our golf tournament last year. I think it was the hole-in-one prize was a Palisade. Nobody won it, but man, I'm telling you, that's a beautiful ride. It's got all the safety features. It's got dual sunroofs. Ooh. It seats up to seven to 8 passengers. I mean, this thing is beautiful. And right now you can test drive one at your local Hyundai dealer, your Southern California Hyundai dealers. And you know what? Don't stop there. Check out the Santa Fe if you want to go with the smaller SUV, the Sonata if you want a cool sedan, and an Elantra like I've got. I'm telling you, you got to test drive everything at Hyundai. They give you America's best warranty every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty and 24/7 roadside assistance. That is peace of mind from Hyundai. Make sure you visit your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. Drive all of them. I'm a huge fan. I love my Elantra. I'm about to get another one. Game of Games is next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
A chapter closes and a city reacts.
LeBron realizing, hey, I don't have a voice in that organization anymore.
That's right. LeBron James is gone. Now, the questions begin.
Does LeBron feel wanted by the Lakers? I don't think he felt wanted by the Lakers.
The next era starts now.
I think it really just comes down to what Luka wants. Luka seems like he's wanting guys from other teams to come and build a team around him.
Breaking it down all day on the home of the Lakers.
710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Cap. It's summer, and you know what goes great with summer? You guessed it, ice cold Coors Light. Here in Southern California, when that SoCal sun is shining, one thing is pretty clear. We don't just love beer. We love ice cold, crack that frosty can open, super refreshing beer. That's why the Coors Light mountains turn blue, to tell you when your beer is as cold as the Rockies. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani.
Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
All right, it is Game of Games time. And by the way, we've got the Twitter machine open. If something breaks while we're doing Game of Games, we will get it to you. Jacob Emrani is here, along with the great Sasha Emrani, future USC Trojan. And you guys are both going to be playing Game of Games today. And I want to talk to you about the Lakers after Game of Games because I know you got opinions.
A lot to say.
All right. Game of Games time, and it's Emily's game today. And what we got cooking?
We are going to do Famous Michaels because it's both the birthday of Mike Tyson and Michael Phelps.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we got 5 players today. We got Mason, we got Sasha, we got Jacob, we got Marcus, and we got Wilbert playing today. Here's number 1. What was Michael Phelps's first Olympic Games? What was the first games that he played in? Was it the 1996 Games in Atlanta? Was it 2000 in Sydney? Or was it 2004 in Greece? Marcus?
2004 is the one that immediately jumped into my mind. So I'll go
Okay. 2004, Wilbert?
2000.
2000, Mason?
God. I think it's 2000.
Sasha?
I'm going to say 2000 as well.
And Jacob?
I like 2000.
It is 2000. So I think everybody but Marcus, but you're alive for lucky loser, Marcus.
Sweet.
So here we go. Number 2. Michael Phelps was the youngest Olympian in 68 years when he made his debut at the 2000 Games in Sydney. What event did he swim at that Olympics? Did he swim the 100-meter freestyle, the 200-meter butterfly, or the 200-meter individual medley? Let's start with Wilbert.
100-meter.
100-meter. Mason.
I'll say 200-meter fly.
And Sasha.
Yeah, I'm going to say the butterfly as well.
And Jacob.
I like the fly.
And Marcus.
I'll go fly.
All right, everyone got it? Except for Wilbert, it was a 200-meter butterfly, so we have no lucky loser today. And
everybody else is doing pretty well.
Everyone else is doing pretty well. Number 3. This is a yes or no question. Yes or no? Does Michael Phelps still hold any world records?
Oh.
Yes or no? Going to start with Mason.
I am going to say yes.
Sasha.
Yes.
Jacob.
Yes.
Marcus.
Yes.
And Wilbert.
Yes.
You guys are all correct. He does hold 2 world records, but they are no longer individual records. That he has 2 relay records.
Oh, relay.
So I thought I'd get you guys on that one. So
got it.
He has so
everyone
many
got
records.
that one. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
His final individual one, I think, fell like a year and a half ago. It lasted for a long time.
Okay.
All right, Mike Tyson was the youngest heavyweight champion of the world. How old was he when he got that title? Was he 18 years and 10 months, 19 years and 5 months, or 20 years and 4 months? So 18, 19, 20. Let's start with Sasha this time.
I'm going to say 19.
Jacob?
18.
Marcus?
19.
Wilbert?
20.
And Mason?
20.
It is 20. And that goes to Wilbert and Mason. So let me just do a quick tab. So Mason hasn't missed yet. So you have 4. You're in the lead.
Ooh.
Sasha and Jacob has 3. Wilbert has 3. And Marcus has 2. All right, up next, number 5. In what city did Mike Tyson become the youngest heavyweight champion in the world? So what city was he in? Was it Las Vegas, Atlantic City, or New York City? Jacob, starting with you.
I'm going to go with Vegas.
Marcus?
I'm going to go Atlantic City.
Wilbert?
Vegas.
And Mason?
I'm going to try Atlantic City.
And Sasha?
I'm going to go Atlantic City as well.
It was Vegas.
Oh.
All right, so Jacob got it. Who else got it?
Wilbert got it.
All right,
Yeah.
so Jacob and Wilbert got that one. Jacob, you are now tied for the lead, and so are you, Wilbert. 4 for Mason, Wilbert, and Jacob. All right, I'm going to start going with those leaders first. What is the most points Michael Jordan ever scored in a game? Most points for Michael Jordan. Was it 47 points, 58 points, or 69 points? I'm going to start with Mason with that one.
I'll try 58.
Okay, Jacob?
I'll go with 69.
Wilbert?
58.
Sasha?
58.
And Marcus?
58.
It was 69. That's just Jacob, or did anyone else get that
Just
one?
Jacob.
I think it was just Jacob.
Wow.
He's taking a
Sitting
leader,
alone,
right?
sitting alone. Okay, then coming to start with you again, Jacob. What is Michael J. Fox's real middle name? Is it John, James, Andrew, or William? Jacob?
Wow. I will go with, what was your second choice?
James.
James.
All right, next up is going to be Wilbert.
I'm going to say James.
Mason?
Could it be that? I'll say it's John.
Sasha?
I'll go with John as well.
John? And Marcus?
I'm going to say it's like Andrew.
And you'd be right, it is
Wow.
Andrew. He did J
Thought it
to
was
honor
Andrew.
Michael J. Pollard. His
Oh
name
my
said I have to
God.
start with J.
Oh,
So Marcus
okay.
gets that one. All right, so Jacob, you're still in the lead with 5. Mason and Wilbert have 4. Marcus, you have 3. Sasha, you have 3.
How many more?
3 left.
Okay.
How many rushing touchdowns did Michael Vick have in college at Virginia Tech? And Jacob, I'm going to start with you with this one. Is it 16 touchdowns rushing, 51 touchdown rushing, or 88 touchdown rushing?
I'm going to go with 51.
Okay, going to go to Wilbert next.
51.
51. Mason?
I'm also on 51.
Sasha?
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with everyone else. I'm going to say 51.
Marcus?
Yeah, let's keep it going. Let's do the whole thing.
You guys all missed it. It was 16. I fooled you on that one. He actually didn't have that many rushing touchdowns in his 2 years at Virginia Tech.
Can I mention real quick? Sweden and France. France leads 1-0, and Kylian Mbappe scored the first goal.
Mm-hmm. All the stars out to play. Holland also scored earlier today.
Yeah.
2 left. Going to start again with Jacob and also Sasha and Marcus. You have to go opposite of Jacob. Mason and Wilbert, you don't have to yet, but you might want to.
Okay.
Michael B. Is this true or false? Michael B. Jordan is the only actor to win an Oscar for playing twins. He played both twins. He's the only person to do that. Is that true or is that false, Jacob?
I will say false.
Okay. Gonna go then with Marcus.
True.
Sasha.
I got to go opposite, so true.
True. Mason
I'm going to try true.
and Wilbert.
True.
It is false.
Oh,
There's one other person
I'm
that
out.
did. It was Lee Marvin, Best Actor for Cat Bayou
Cat
in
Ballou.
1965. So that gives you, Jacob, 6 points. Mace, you win it.
You win it.
That's a win for Jacob. Here we go.
Hey, they're playing your song. Such a shining moment for Jacob and Ronnie.
All right. I have one more question in the tiebreaker. You want those?
Got it. Yeah, please.
All right. What city did Michael Jackson perform in when he performed his largest concert ever? Was it Rio de Janeiro, Melbourne, or Liverpool? Jacob?
Rio.
Marcus?
Yeah, I'll say Rio.
Wilbert?
Rio.
Mason?
Rio.
And Sasha?
I'm going to say Melbourne.
It's yours are all wrong. It's Liverpool.
Got it.
Tiebreaker is how many total medals does Michael Phelps have combined with how many wins does Mike Tyson have? So medals for Phelps, all medals, not just golds, and titles for Tyson. Let me know when you have a number.
I'm sorry, for Tyson, it's titles or it's wins?
Wins.
Wins.
Wins for Tyson, medals for Phelps.
Okay, I got a number. I say 56.
56. All right, Sasha.
I'm going to say 72.
72, Jacob.
39.
39, Marcus.
65.
65, and Wilbert.
45?
Sasha, you're the closest. Is actually 78, 28 for Phelps, 50 for Tyson.
It's
Good
like
job.
it's like LeBron and Bronny. Jacob wins game of games, and Sasha wins the tiebreaker. What a day for the Amranis,
I'll take it. I'll take
How
it.
about that?
What a day.
So it is what a day is.
What a day.
I mean, what was your first thought when you heard LeBron was out?
I was disappointed.
Yeah.
You know, in all reality, I really would have liked for him to come back. I was hoping that he was going to take that $15 million and he was going to look to LA like somebody who at this point in his career is going to take a major pay cut to help the team, sign a couple other people, and actually go into the season and hopefully the playoffs with Luka healthy, with Reeves healthy, with LeBron healthy, and whoever they brought on board. So the fact that he's not here, you know, is not going to be here is a bit disappointing. But, you know, sometimes you need to take a step back to move forward. And I'm not surprised because I knew this new ownership does not have the same mentality as the old one.
This is just in from Mark J. Spears. The Pistons have offered what the franchise believes is the most lucrative contract possible for their all-star restricted free agent Jalen Duren, and are not interested in any sign-and-trade deals and will match any potential offer sheet he signs.
There goes one off the board.
There's one off the board.
That's a wrap.
Yep, that's
goes the
done.
first option.
So, what do you think they're looking for right now? First of all, who do they need to keep? Marcus Smart seems gone to Houston. Luke Kennard waffling, maybe Phoenix. I think they're keeping Rui. I think they're going to do whatever they can to keep Hachimura.
Listen, I think they got to go out there and get younger.
Yeah.
This is the perfect opportunity to get younger. And I think you keep Rui unless a great opportunity for a sign and trade presents itself.
Right.
Where you can act, because Rui's, is wanted by a couple of teams.
San Antonio is looking at him, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if you can take Rui and you can flip him into some young talent coming back from, San Antonio.
Yep.
And you can pick up some other, rim runners. You need a center. Right now, the number one thing they need to go after is a center. But you got $52 million.
Yep.
And that is the biggest cap space that's available right now in the market. I just hope that they're going to spend it wisely and we don't suddenly get some name that we have no idea who that is, and that's going to be our big, pickup
right
for the summer.
Well, it's hard to come up with sort of in the aggregate a group of players that replace what LeBron James could do. And I think, like, for example, the name Quentin Grimes has come up a lot. I like that, actually. This Sandro Mamu, Mamu, I think is a great player that they can develop. He's not a starting center, but he's a guy they can certainly develop, and may complement Ayton and Hayes. I'm sure they're going to sign Hayes, by the way. Luka loves Hayes. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to feel after this is over. By the way, we're 3 minutes away.
But I do have to say something. I think we're thinking that they can't make a splash.
Yep.
And I think they're gonna try to make a splash, especially because we've got the $52 million. I keep saying that because I keep hearing that from everybody. And I think you can go out there and, you saw Ja move. I don't know if that's a great move or not. You've got Portland.
It's a great move for Memphis.
Right. Yeah. But not, and then you have the Blazers getting rid of, just a big contract.
Yep.
I think there's going to be a lot of people out there.
And that's, by the way, I think the way they will wind up using that cap space. They've got too much money for this free agent market.
Right.
So they've got to find somebody that can be traded into that slot. And let's say they sign this Mamu and Quentin Grimes. That leaves them room for a max contract. You can absorb or sign a max contract.
Why is nobody talking about a Jaylen Brown kind of guy?
It sounds like the Celtics have cooled on the idea of trading Jaylen Brown.
Sure, but I mean, there are guys out there that you can bring in that potentially can make an impact immediately. There may be not guys that, we're hearing about.
Right.
I'm hoping that, again, Rob and the new ownership had a backup plan to LeBron. I don't think they're very surprised that maybe LeBron left because I don't think they were really treating him as somebody.
Yeah, I get the impression that neither side was necessarily. It felt like a relationship that has. It's like breaking up a marriage.
And I will tell you this, Mace. I think they did it correctly. LeBron
did it correctly for sure.
Right. And they gave LeBron his chance to be the one to say, "I'm out of here." They didn't say, "We don't want you." And by doing that, he gets a chance to move on, and they get a chance to move on, and hopefully they move on the right way.
Yeah. By the way, Mark Stein says Cleveland to Miami are realistic landing spots for LeBron, and the Minnesota Timberwolves are known to have interest if he felt like shocking the basketball world with that sort of move.
So are we saying Golden State is not a done deal?
I think Golden State. I don't think it's a done deal. I mean, at least according to reports, Rich Paul's talking to everybody.
Yeah, but AD's apparently not going.
Yeah, Washington says they will not move AD.
And they said LeBron was big on wanting AD there. He said he wouldn't want to come without AD. So
exactly.
That's huge.
So basically, LeBron gets a chance to go wherever he wants right now.
Yep.
He wants to be happy.
Yep.
The money's not important. Let's see what happens.
Minnesota will be interesting. I mean, they get LaMelo Ball. They got
Miami with Giannis.
They have, he goes back to Miami with
Giannis.
that'd be interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah, there's some interesting possibilities out there for LeBron. I am definitely more focused on our possibilities.
But I will say, Laker Nation, you got to be positive.
Yep.
Rob and the new ownership is going to make us proud.
Yes. All right. Hey, Jacob, great to see you. Great to see you, Sasha. Game of Games presented by the Call Jacob Injury Hotline. Only number LA Trust after an accident, and it's so easy. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. It is exactly 3 o'clock. You're listening to KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. And coming up next, Supercross Talk. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
America's turning 250 years old, so we're celebrating 2 weekends at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Dive-in movie night at Oasis Pool. Movies, popcorn, and a lazy river.
Number 2.
Stop by for a free commemorative Independence Day cap. Pick it up at Morongo Rewards, the Fort.
And the number 1 reason.
$250,000 cash giveaway. Earn entries playing your favorite games now. Be here July 3rd to win.
Morongo, good times.
Your friends at George Chevrolet want to wish you a safe and happy holiday this 4th of July. And there's no better way to celebrate than behind the wheel of a new Chevy. Happy Independence Day from George Chevrolet, proudly serving our community in the red, white, and blue.
The King is leaving Los Angeles.
Wait, wow. Because he will play elsewhere. Wow.
After years of memorable moments, it all comes to an end.
Do you think that the people in LA are cheering or are pissed off?
What's next for the Lakers? What's next for LeBron? And what does this mean for the future of the NBA?
LeBron is saying, I will play, but hey, Lakers, not for you.
Hear every reaction, every opinion, every breaking update. The home of the purple and gold is 710 ESPN.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
I promise the most dramatic, most memorable Super Crosstalk in the history of ESPN LA 710. So far, nothing is broken.
Yeah.
Nothing is
Something better happen.
It's 3:02 and 35 seconds. The free agency window is open, and we have yet to see a signing, but it could happen now.
They're imminent.
It will definitely happen this afternoon with DeMarco and Travis, who are here right now for Super Crosstalk. Thoughts on LeBron announcing his departure this morning?
Finally.
Yeah, is that where you're going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's not a divorce of acrimony, but it's a divorce of it's about time. And it just like I don't wish him anything other than good wishes on the way out, but I'm glad he's leaving. And it's run its course. Yeah. I feel like it's time to start whatever is going to come next.
Right.
I know it's going to be the Luka centric era of Laker basketball, and I think I would call myself a LeBron James fan, generally speaking.
Yep.
I'm not a crazy over the top LeBron James fan. I appreciate what he did here, but I am not sad. I am not crying in my iced tea today.
Yeah.
It was time for him to go.
DeMarco?
That's a good point. My heart's not broken.
No.
And unofficial polls, it seems like people are kind of indifferent. But I am in shock. I really am. I didn't think this was really going to happen. I thought they'd find a way to keep LeBron in everything you guys have said. It's sunny here. He likes to play golf. His son is here. I mean, I thought that was pretty compelling. But I thought his quote was interesting. He wants to go pursue a championship elsewhere.
Meaningful basketball.
Meaningful basketball.
By the way, there's some debate about this. I mean, I think it was Windhorse say it's 100% about happiness. And then it came out today, no, it's 100% about competitive basketball. I think it's some combination of the two.
Isn't that one and the same? Don't you think? Like, it makes him happy pursuing championships. This, like, bumping your head.
For some reason, I thought 100% happiness was lifestyle and playing with, like, for example, playing with Steph would make him happy.
Where's he going to go that's going to provide him a significantly better chance to play meaningful basketball, to use his word, and that is a better opportunity than what he would have had here?
Don't know.
There are several. Minnesota, Denver, Miami.
Do you really envision him being in Miami's a possibility? Miami, okay, but Minnesota, what a bizarre way for the LeBron James story to come to an end.
But I'll tell you, that team can win.
Yeah.
That team can win. LeBron is going to make an impact wherever he goes.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that he will have an impact wherever he goes. But I think the idea that he's going to go into Minnesota or Denver. And Miami's interesting because they got Giannis and everything else. But even there, the East is far more daunting.
And he's been there before, too.
And he's
which
been
I
there
think makes
before.
him
It's just, I don't know. That quote to me felt loaded in a very
Well,
specific
Lakers, you
way.
better hope it doesn't work
The
wherever
other
he goes.
part of it, though, is, I mean, wherever he goes, chances are he's probably the second option in a lot of places. I mean, he definitely didn't want to be the third option, right?
Clearly.
The third option thing was done out of necessity. I don't think he loved it. Is he okay with being the second option wherever it is? Because that's what he would be in Golden State. Because
That's
it's
what would be in
Steph's team.
Minnesota. That's what he would be in Miami.
Right. Like, is he going to be okay with that?
I think he wanted to be second option here.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess
he didn't want to be third option.
Yeah.
How much of this decision to leave was the fact that they wouldn't commit to him? Like, it's one of those, you can't fire me, I quit.
Yeah, no,
I think there's
we
an
said it
element of
earlier,
that in
like
there.
I've had relationships where I didn't want to be in it anymore.
Mhm.
So, but I also didn't have the heart to break up. So I cold shouldered for a couple of weeks so that they broke
do
up
it
with
to you.
me.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit like that. It feels about like the cold shoulder. Like LeBron's done with the Lakers. The Lakers were done with LeBron. LeBron announced before free agency started that he was leaving. It feels more like, I was joking earlier, it's like conscious uncoupling.
Yeah.
Like they said. Because he could have strung him along for a while.
No, he could have, but I think without knowing, there had to have been some sort of, hey, listen, I'm really going to go look, and they probably go ahead.
Yeah.
Be my guest. Like, I'm 100% okay with you dating other people. And that, oh, no, don't leave. That never happened.
Yeah. No.
It was one of those, okay.
Yeah.
And that indifference met him that's the first time that's probably ever happened to
in his
him.
life.
Yeah.
In his basketball life.
Absolutely. And so I think this is best for everybody. I think it's best for him. I think it's best for the Lakers. I don't know if the Lakers are in a better spot now than they were 12 hours ago.
They're not.
They're not. But I don't know if they'll be in a better spot 6 months from now. But I think a year from now, with the opportunity of having a clear runway for the better part of a year to try to, I don't think there's a ton of availability here. We'll see if they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Hopefully they can. But if they don't, I still think it's the right move. I still think it is a clean slate, a breath of fresh air, whatever you want to call it. I think it was time for this to happen.
Okay, I want to ask you, DeMarco. So there are multiple reports linking the Lakers to Quentin Grimes, that Mamu guy.
Yes.
Mishkavili or whatever his name is.
Mamu.
We call him.
Mamu.
And maybe a big offer to Jalen Durant. Let's say a big offer to Walker Kessler.
Yeah. I'm more in your corner with
Would
Walker
you be?
Kessler.
I like Walker Kessler.
Yeah.
We actually talked to Yovan Buha earlier, and he said he likes Walker Kessler as a fit better than Jalen Durant. It doesn't sound like Detroit is going to let Jalen Durant out the door. But
is Kessler going to get away from Utah?
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not. But here's the thing. If we get here Wednesday and we've got Mamu and we've got Grimes and we're waiting on Kessler, are we happy?
Let's go, Luka. That's what I would say.
But are we happy if that's the rebuild?
Well, yeah. I mean,
I guess
you're going to have to
it's a remodel. It's not a rebuild.
remodel. You're going to have to start somewhere, but then my eyes go to Luka. Let's see what you can do with this. Now that the big dog, the king, is out of the room, it's your team. Let's see if we can improve it. Let's see what you can do with this.
I don't know if you're thrilled with the remodel, to use the analogy.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of those, I can't build the house I want to build right now. I don't have the materials. I need the special Italian marble is on, back order. I can't get what I need right now.
Show me what I need.
I have to wait to go buy what it is that I want to ultimately build. And if I have to sit in a pretty good house in the meantime, that's all right.
Whatever you give me, whatever car you give me, go as fast as you can. And and show me what I need. Show me what I need to improve on. That actually works. That doesn't.
So my goal is always to under-promise and over-deliver.
Sure.
Today I made a terrible mistake.
About crosstalk?
About this being the greatest crosstalk
Yeah,
in history.
I way overpromised because not a single move has been made. Like in baseball, when you get to it's like bam, 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 and for some reason I thought it would go that way today.
The NBA trade deadline is like that. The free agency thing though, because half of these deals are back pocketed.
NFL free agency is absolutely like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I say to you right now, where does LeBron wind up? What do you say, Trev?
Warriors.
Golden State.
Warriors.
Warriors. It's Warriors.
Yeah.
I think it is going to be Warriors.
Yeah.
$100.
You know what?
$100.
They're all.
I owe you one. No, you're right. By the way, no, he called this 6 months ago.
I wanted
really
ever since John Ireland said the Expendables, and I laughed. I bent over backwards. Like, I want to see this happen. Please make this happen.
I'll tell you, it is. They're all on a group text right now.
Sure,
of course.
LeBron and Draymond and Steph and probably AD, although AD can't.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, they've taken AD out. They put Jimmy Butler in there.
Jimmy Butler
Steve Kerr.
And several of those are clutch guys, so they're talking. And they're allowed to tamper as much as they want. Players talking to players is fine. It's just teams talking to players.
They'll be fun to watch. That's an interesting collection of players, the Expendables, but I don't know if they put the fear of God in me as a basketball team. That's
absolutely not.
That's a really old team.
That's a really old team.
The Olden State Warriors is what they're calling them,
No, they show up. You're going to smell a lot of icy hot when they come into the building.
Yeah, that's one of those, you look at it. We've seen it happen. Was it the Redskins at the time that tried to build
the Hill gang?
Yeah, it's Dion and it's Bruce Smith and it's like they were terrible.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that the Warriors will be terrible because Steph clearly is still very, very good. LeBron is still very, very good. And Jimmy Butler, when healthy, is very, very good. But, man, is that an old group of players.
Drags that heap into the playoffs. You got to.
I think they can. I think
they can make
the
playoffs.
I
don't think they're a threat. I heard Stephen A. say they're a threat to win the championship. I don't think they're a threat to win the championship.
They're a threat to win. Yeah, 100% on that.
And it could go real wrong.
Yeah.
It could be a mitigated disaster.
That group can win on any given night, but they're like in a 7-game series, no chance.
Or fall down.
No, that's one of those. Who do we have tonight? 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So we wrap up Supercross talk without a single move to be announced. Yeah, it is very disappointing. It took me a while to find it.
Wow.
You guys will stay on this all afternoon long.
Yes.
We're going to continue the greatest crosstalk all the time with more amazing deals.
More amazing deals. Coming up next, I'm back tomorrow at noon with Andy Kamenetsky. Tomorrow, Marcus, thank you very much. Great job by Wilbur today. And M, as always, see you tomorrow, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube.